Live.
Hello and welcome. We're the Untold Stories Project, and thank you for joining us for tonight. We are running our final episode of Echoes to the Threshold, our limited series using Cthulhu Awakens RPG, which is powered by the Adventure Game Engine, aka the Age System, from our friends over at Green Money Publishing. The Age
Hello
system
and
uses
welcome. We're the
3d6,
Untold Stories Project,
which
and thank you for joining us.
you then add your bully against the target number, and then that's if you meet or beat or succeed. And then if you roll doubles on any of those dice, it triggers stunt points, which we'll go into as they come up during the course of the adventure. A couple quick shout outs. First, a shout out to Roll20, because that's what we use to run our platform, allow us to play across the country. And then next up, shout out to our friends over at Norse Foundry, who do amazing, cool metal dice. And they're luckily they like us stuff and they like to sponsor us. So if you like metal dice and you need some new Goblin rocks, by all means, check them out and use the code USP Norse and save 10% on purchase. And lastly, a shout out to Green Running because they make this amazing game, which we're running tonight. A couple quick other notes. This game is generally PG-13 because it is a horror game. So viewer discretion is advised. For my players, there is an in-game safety deck for safety tools, which are built into Roll20, which is what we use in case anything comes up that the players are not comfortable with. So with the housekeeping out of the way, let's jump into our introductions. We'll go ahead and start with Calvin. If you can go ahead and tell everyone who you are and who you're playing.
All right. Well, I'm Calvin, and tonight I am playing Tara Poole, a young reporter slash writer who has connections to the Dreamlands that she has only recently been delving perhaps too deeply into. And with that mysterious answer, she's fine. She's being very cautious about everything. With that lie, I'll pass it over to Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I'm the Scholastic Book Fair to Kevin's Capital Field Trip of Educational Field Trips of the Untold Stories Project. I'm playing Nicholas England, a resident shutterbug who has an eye for a good photograph or what's really going on, whether he wants to or not, and a new penchant for really enjoying peppermints because it's supposed to keep spiders away. And yeah, fun times. So with that, go down to Wiki.
Hi, I'm
Gotcha.
Wiki, and I almost choked to death on Gatorade just now, so that's fun. I play Darlington D. Morris, the sixth, and he is our legacy admission and our varsity athlete who almost died on a bus because he fell asleep and his friends decided that he needed to come with them to the Dreamlands and didn't give him any warning on that, and that really sucked. Um, and he's gonna be upsetty spaghetti about that when he gets off the bus. It's passed down to Brian.
Hey everybody, I'm playing Tobias Crane. I am a little bit of a pretentious loner who's trying to figure out what happened to his mom all those years ago, and that led him to his school, and now he's in the same mess she was with something called the Gatewatch. And that's all I got. I'll give it to Jonesy.
Yeah, so our illustrious crew of students at Armitage Preparatory Academy in Kingsport, the Mississauga city of Arkham Horror, is where we find our young students. They've been dabbling with things they ought not to be, but it's the nature of a Cthulhu game. Last episode, they managed to perform a Eldritch Working, which is how Lovecraftian magic works in our Cthulhu Awakens, and open a portal and sent themselves into the Dreamlands, and pulled one of their friends indirectly with them, unbeknownst to G, and where they explored the nearby school campus, but the Dreamlands version of it. After a recent altercation with some sort of creature stalking the grounds of the school as well. While exploring the school grounds in the Dreamlands, they came upon the old theater building, which is now currently it's a pile of rubble waiting to be torn down. In the Dreamlands, it was a burning building where they encountered a hatchet-wielding maniac,
Yay!
and then proceeded to both die, sort of, leading them to snapping awake in the real world, much to their dismay. D on the bus entering into the city of Kingsport as the soccer team is returning from a series of matches up in Arkham, and the other two snapping awake in the old storage room / workroom of a group of occult bent former students known as the Gatewatch. That's where we pick up.
So yeah, Tara is just sort of shocked awake because last time the whole building was collapsing and now she's suddenly back here.
Oh my god, can you believe we got that lucky? We actually don't die in there. That's good to know. Unless we're in a dream right now and we're dead, so that's fun.
We should maybe pinch each other and see if we're still dreaming. Oh no, I mean that wouldn't work in a dream because
No. Oh god. Oof. Nick, are you excited for your first time to die? People only get one, usually.
Am I there with him?
So yeah, last time you served as the anchor, as you did you were reading from the guidebook basically, and close your eyes and relax and count back from 10, and you're doing all of the that acting as the anchor point and navigating them into the meditative state that they need to be in order to reach the Dreamlands.
Gotcha. Glad I didn't die. Are you? Did it work?
Yeah. Yes. We were in. It was like the school grounds, but it was very different. The sound was all weird and everything, and we met someone who was part of Gatewatch before. Dominic. Actually, while we're back in reality, Tara is going to see if we can find just any other images or anything of Dominic, because there are like images of previous students here. So she'll try to find a reference for Nicholas to see.
Sure. You do have the illustrious group shot on said murder board.
Murder board.
Oh, I love the murder board. Oh,
So yeah, that is Dominic there in his light blue cardigan sweater.
So stream can see it. So yes, we met another student named Dominic. He gave us a book that I was hoping would come back with us, but as we looked around more, we tried to check out the theater where you had your weird dream, Nicholas. And there was a staircase that just went up into the sky, and we were gonna check it out, but then it was weird because there was monsters and stuff flying around. So we decided not to check it out. Well, I say we, but it was D who had the really good idea of not doing something stupider than we were doing. So we played it somewhat safe. We were checking out some of the other buildings in the auditorium area. And she is just like rapidly repeating this the same way someone might repeat a dream that they have had. We ran into a guy with an axe. He was covered with a shadow. It was that Marcus Johnson guy, the one that did all the axe murders before. But he was
Yep.
covered in this shadowy thing that looked like that woman, Lisette. Um, and he was attacking us. And then this other girl showed up, the one that drowned back in the 50s. And then she looked mad. And then Marcus looked mad. And I think Lisette was kind of mad. It was hard to tell. And then everything kind of burst into flame. I think D got killed by the axe murderer, but it was in
Oh,
a
yeah.
dream.
Chopped right in half. And then we got killed by gravity.
And then we woke up and then we were here.
And that was us playing it safe, and we died. Somewhat safe.
Fair. So, was the people that you saw, were they in the dream, or was it just like echoes of them? Do you know?
What a perfect word you picked.
Roll credits.
Roll credits?
Hey, that's the title of the thing.
No, Nick, they weren't left for dead.
Dominic said he was an echo, but the others we didn't really get a chance to ask.
Right. I assume it's kind of the same situation. It's like imagine a voicemail if it was sentient. Not the real person, but it's there. It remembers and repeats everything back that it felt or did.
I'm glad you're okay then. Not just the worry is you all might have got stuck. And Nick will fish out his phone so he can text D and go, "Hey, you all right?" Question mark.
If D's alive, tell him we're sorry.
If he's not alive, I guess we're not sorry.
That's gonna be a whole different bus ride coming back.
He's going to ignore that for now.
Oh no, he's not answering.
Do you think he's
Let me
sick?
let me ask a question. Does it just say red, or are you not even looking?
Not even looking at my phone.
Okay.
Uh,
We'll give him a minute. Maybe he's recovering too.
Oh, before I forget. Look at this freaky dragon thing we saw. Oh, we got real high. We actually took a bunch of pictures for you. Where's that? Do you have that weird shadow dragon thing? Can we put it on the murder board?
Can you bring the pictures back with you?
I mean, our phones worked. I mean, I didn't get any service, but that's AT&T anyway.
No, it's true. I'm immensely curious if there are pictures on your phone.
Oh, also, did the book come back with us? Or is it not transdimensional? Ooh, there it is.
The book did not come back with you.
Oh, that sucks. Look at this
So-
wee beastie.
So he shows you a picture of the phone, and you see it.
Oh, wait a minute.
So I'm going to need
Fuck,
you to make me an alienation test.
I forgot.
Sure.
we're not in the dreamlands. That's what
We're
you're
not in
hearing.
the dream.
Entity?
Yes.
Yeah. 15 minus 1 from TN mod, right? So 14?
Yes. Cool.
That seems fine.
I'm so sorry, Nick. That's a whoopsie.
That's nothing. It's fine. It's
So
normal.
I also won't look at it.
so When you look at it, Tobias,
Mhm.
you just see a blank screen.
Oh,
Um, and you passed your alienation test, but that doesn't mean the target number goes up by 1. So that modifier goes up to 2.
oh,
And when you looked at that and you pulled up the phone and did that, you hear you hear something like a slight scraping or a scuffing sound and a thud of something heavy hitting the floor
Inside the room?
inside the room.
oh my God, is it coming from the other side?
That
'Cause
is abjectly horrifying.
Yeah,
And as you look around, you see a book has hit the floor.
Must have been the wind.
yeah, in the broom closet.
That's there can be wind, you don't know. Tara's gonna pick up that book.
You pick up the book, and it is a small, soft paperback book, um, with a plain cover, and it as you open it up, you see that it's got a small. It was printed in 1987, and it says Miskatonic Press. It's like a little local small press book, and it's about a treatise on the ethereal, and it is written by Tobias's mother.
How much has Tobias said to us about his mother? Right?
I told Nick plenty, but I don't know. We've only exchanged phone numbers. I don't know how comfortable I am with my drama.
Okay, well, Tara would at least know your last names.
Yeah.
So she won't know all the details, but if she sees the same names,
Crane. Yeah.
she will say, "Hey, Tobias, do you know anything about this book? This could just be a coincidence, but check out the author's name."
Oh, that's my mom. And this book just came out of thin air. Kind of how the reverse version of my mom was taken from thin air. Scrap taken screaming through what I feel now is a dimensional rift, and that could happen to us at any time without us knowing. That's great.
What?
What do you mean, what?
All right, it'll be okay, but just deep breath. We'll get you off this ledge.
Do you
It's
remember
okay.
do you remember the bat gremlin? Apparently they live on the other side and they can just hop between and they can just grab you from between. So we're all one snatch away from not being in this broom closet. Does it say anything like that would stop that from happening at least?
The book, as you flip through it,
Sure. I'm panicked.
the book seems to be more of a guide to hauntings and ghosts and the like.
Right. That makes sense. Because if she knew how to stop it, it wouldn't have happened to her. That's great. So it's just us three in the Scooby-Doo book, and any of us can get snatched any moment. I'm just gonna sit down right now. This is a lot for me.
Deep breath. Look, we dealt with the gremlin thing. We're safe in here. Just take a deep breath.
Okay.
Look, it's a good thing. If anything, it's the lead on finding your mom. So that's a start, right?
All right. I just hope there's something to find after everything I've seen.
Oh, there'll be something to find.
At the very least, you'll find some answers. And maybe we'll come out better than that, but it's a start.
That's true. The worst part is we probably do have to go back there, right, Tara?
That seems pretty likely. If we want to know what's going on. I mean, at this point, we're sort of involved. I don't think we can get ourselves uninvolved. Which means this brood mother, or this Lisette woman, she's gonna probably come after us.
And we should bring weapons this time. We can't just go in there willy-nilly.
It almost as if on cue, as soon as you said the word the set, you hear a click,
Oh.
and an old style television kicks on, just static, and amongst the of the static channel, you could hear a faint voice. She's coming.
Oh, great.
Let's stay on the bus.
You all heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For no a good reason, Nick is going to go and pick up the gun that was left here because that seems like the smartest thing is arm yourself with a pistol when you're frightened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 14.
Yep.
It's open.
Was that the door is open? Did we not close the door behind us? We did sort of get snapped out of there.
Yeah, Tara. What did we do with the gate we were supposed to watch? I hope it is just open right now.
It's definitely open.
I'm too frazzled to fall back asleep to go close it. Ugh.
Nick will walk over to the door and look out down the hall.
Okay.
As you go down out and looking down in the hall, it's a long hallway. It stretches in two directions, and it's the basement floor, so it goes kind of up a half flight of steps to the main landing. Towards the back is the fire entrance, the fire exit, which is how you guys can sneak in and out. And that's a completely solid door. Over to the front, and it is it's one of those heavy metal doors, but it does have the glass inset, the frosted glass inset with the little wire crisscross pattern in it, the reinforced glass. And you can see some light flickering across the outside of that glass. So there's someone outside of that front door with a flashlight.
Yeah.
It ain't me.
Step back in the room and shut the door.
But you're mainly seeing like reflected light. You're not actually seeing the main door itself, and they're not looking. They can't see any movement down in the basement level. But
Gotcha. All right. So there's somebody's outside the building, but they had a flashlight, so it's probably not one of the goblin things because they didn't have a light, right?
That
So
makes sense.
Everything's a
So-
50-50 now.
just don't jump to conclusions. It'll be okay. We'll wait it out. Make sure to lock the door. Maybe they're just looking around. We'll see, but for right now, just don't do anything super crazy until we know what's going on.
Tara's gonna nod quietly, but still look for something heavy that she can swing.
Got a book?
I mean, it's kind of. I don't think this book is very heavy.
It's
so, why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check real quick?
And I
should-
also use power,
What do you like to use?
premonition. Maybe. I mean, like I said, I tell you don't do something silly, and I'm going to do something silly. So, kaboosh.
Skadoosh.
Target number 9, total of 13. Okay. And skadoosh. Paid for it. So it will warn me of immediate danger. The rest of the encounter cannot be surprised. And I get a +2 bonus for the rest of the encounter on a test to avoid hazards where a moment's forewarning could aid me.
Awesome.
Basically, hopefully a little less jumpy. Exude calm. It's really not there.
Cool.
Since the little book is a little bit more of a guidebook in dealing with the paranormal spirit, is there any helpful advice in there in navigating the dream realm or the dreaming? I forgot the name.
Dreamlands. And no, it's mostly about like types of ghosts, hauntings, repelling ghosts, according to folklore. What's a poltergeist versus a specter versus an echo.
Like a very clinical take on what is what.
Yeah, it is very much a kind of like a guidebook in class. Like, this is a class 4 premonition, and this is what that means, and these are common powers that, so reportedly, according to folklore, these are common powers that poltergeists would have versus, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I don't want to go in there unarmed. Can I also look for a weapon?
Sure.
Give me a stick. I got a 7.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
My friends will protect me. I got 7 with 2 stub points. That means I get 2 rocks, right?
Yep. So,
Nice.
as you're looking around, you are searching for things that you can find. I already mentioned there's a gun in there. There is a baseball bat. There's lots of other books on the occult in this room, on various topics and subjects. Tara got
At a 14.
got a 14. So yeah, you're able to find an aluminum baseball bat. And as you're looking around, like I said, you can find books and stuff. You do find under one small tarp what looks like a small packing crate.
Okay.
And it's about a foot deep, and it's about 3 feet or 2.5 feet, 3 feet wide.
Well,
Is it locked or anything?
No, it's literally a packing crate. It's and as you grab the lid and pull up a little bit, you can see it's been opened before, so it's not nailed shut or anything right now. It's just more like set down in it, so you can pop off.
ooh.
Is there anything in it at the moment?
And as you clack it open, there's a bunch of packing material, like heavy straw and stuff, and then inside what appears to be a stone hexagonal shape piece of slate. And as you clear off the packing material, this is what you see in the box.
The rocks never let us down. Oh God.
I think the rock let you down.
It appears to be like I said, it's carved out of stone. Got an ornate pattern on it, and it seems to be ringed with letters, numbers, yes, no, and goodbye.
How big is it?
It's about a foot and a half.
Well, there goes one of my plans.
Nick is going to start furiously texting, and you see him replying back and forth.
Send her the funny picture.
Oh, he's okay. We're good. He's on his way here, and I told him when he gets here, let me know because there's somebody outside the safe house. So don't come straight here.
Bus has arrived back on campus. It is late at night. Most of the students are long in their dorms. And so you guys pull up to the sports center area, drop off your gear, get a quick, check in from the coach, and then are sent amongst your ways back to the dormitories.
As we unload and drop off our stuff, and everybody starts walking toward respective dorms, D will sort of lag behind farther and farther. He'll be at the front of the group, and then he'll be in the middle of the group, and then at the back of the group, and then the group keeps going, and he kind of just slows down to where it looks like he's still going with everybody, but everybody's just going off, and then he will make a quick exit away from the group as soon as he sees something to duck behind, and will text, "I'm on campus. Where are you?"
Got it. Still in the storage room. We'll head out to you. Just careful, somebody's wandering around, and something is wandering around. All right. Tobias, Tara, do you just want to leave and meet up with D and head back to one of the dorms, or I don't know if staying here is the best thing for right now?
It might be safer in the dorms because there's going to be more people around.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to leave D out there by himself.
I do want to take the big old rock with us, though.
Sure, grab the book and the rock and get ready to. We'll head out the back door. Tex and D getting ready to go out the back door. Let me see if the hallway's clear, and if it is, go to the back door. I'll go to the front and try and draw the attention of whoever's out there, and then we'll all leave out the back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So step one, go to the door. Hopefully it's still locked, and if it's unlocked, I'm not going to mention that it's unlocked now. Open the door and look down the hall again.
Yeah, you're open the door, and peek out in the hallway. There's no current activity in the hallway.
Perfect. Wave to Tobias and Tara. Coast is clear. Go to the back. I'll go to the front door and peek out to see if I see somebody walking around with a flashlight.
And as you kind of get up there, go ahead and make me a perception seeing test.
Cool. 16.
Okay. And as you're peeking around, you don't see any signs of anyone moving around outside. Oh, the front of the building.
Excellent. Then look back, make sure Tobias and Tara are at the back door. If they are, shut the door twice really loudly and just kind of bang it shut to hopefully draw attention. If there is somebody out there, then run down the hall. We all three go out the back.
And yeah, Tara's still going to keep carrying that bat for the moment. I hope she doesn't get in trouble with the bat. Well, I mean, we'll see.
No.
I'm more concerned about being attacked at the moment.
Just anybody says anything, you lost your glove, and that's why you're looking for it.
Cool.
We'll
As
head out
you,
the back and make our way towards D.
as you're making your way towards D, where are you guys? Where are you guys meeting up? Do you guys pick a rendezvous spot, or are you both just meandering in the
I-
direction of the other and hoping that you run into each other?
D would have sent when he was told that they were going to come to him, he would have sent wherever his location is. So wherever he kind of pulled off the road to hide is where he will stay until they get there.
So you're over near the language arts building, which is where all like the English and foreign languages and all that stuff is taught. And as you're kind of waiting there, it's pretty en route from where they are to dorm rooms. It will take you past the main student union kind of ish building, and also past the new theater department building. And so the group of you meet up and start making your way across. Can I please get perception checks from everyone?
Happy to fail a perception check for you.
Is this seeing as well or something else?
Yes, seeing.
That's 11.
15 and 3 stuff.
That's right.
16.
16 as well.
Okay. 16s, and you see a light coming from near the amphitheater area.
I will text light amphitheater, go, and we'll head in that direction.
Wait, don't go towards the light in any capacity.
Carolyn!
Let's go. Slow and steady.
So, and didn't someone get stump points?
I got 3 stump points.
Is there anything specific you'd like to do with those stump points?
Um,
I can count this as an exploration stunt, or unless there's something else specifically you have in mind.
Nope. Just need to know which stunt table I need to look at. Let's just put them into wariness. So you get a +1 bonus or +3 total, I guess, to the next test to avoid a negative result from your actions. So, yeah, cautiously moving forward towards this, not stumbling into the terrible, terrible bright light.
It's actually not that bright of a light. It's actually way dimmer than you would expect it to be. It's definitely not coming from a flashlight.
Yeah, that's much worse.
Is it like a lantern? It's like a really shitty lantern.
Possibly.
God damn it. Remember, guys, walk in the grass, so there's proof we were here.
Yeah, what color is the light?
It's a pale white light.
Okay.
Be on alert, but try and catch up to D. Don't want to leave him out there by himself any longer than we have to.
Cool. Yeah, the group of you are able to kind of meet up a little bit and eventually catch up with the D, because D's going, but D's going at a slower pace on purpose. And yeah, the group of you are able to meet up. You're probably about 150 yards away from where you see the light now. It's definitely near the amphitheater. It's sitting down on like the stage area. And you see a silhouette or a lump or something sitting near it. And from here, you can tell that the light has kind of this weird silvery tone to it, which just isn't quite right. It just almost sounds like it's not. It's bright and white, but kind of pale at the same time. It's kind of this, like I said, it almost has like a silvery quality to it. So, what would you like to do?
What in the hell have you been doing? And why in the hell did you drag me into it?
Well,
We were doing cult.
not not that, but we were just investigating some of the stuff we found in the room, some of the writings and things that have been left behind. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised the whole Dreamlands thing worked out and that it was a actual place we could go and then brought you into, but we were really nervous because we did get attacked by some sort of goblin monster.
Worked out? You call what just happened worked out?
Well, as a place that we could go.
I just got chopped in half. And he's
Weird.
slowly getting louder as this discussion happens.
You're right.
You're not dead. That's good.
You don't get to talk. You get to shut up.
Hey, I was just following your lead. I wanted to check out the spooky tower floating in the sky, not Mr. Axe Murderer's front door.
Tobias, I think what D means to say is that we kind of pulled him into a dangerous situation unexpectedly and maybe a little unfairly. But
without warning or consent.
yeah. Which, I'm really glad you're okay.
Oh, I'm not okay.
I'm glad you're not actually chopped in half.
So am I. You, he looks at Nick. You,
Yeah.
where the hell were you?
Just kind of had to take him through the steps, guided meditation thing, and had to do the voice thing and talk him into it. Well, not into it, but speak the instructions, like a guided meditation tape.
So you're all done. Cool. Now what?
Now it looks like whatever got the one person and got the other people is bleeding over and might be coming out and might be after us.
Coming out of what?
The gate we were supposed to watch.
And with that, you hear a slow, distant rumble of thunder.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to get rained on. Awesome.
Would you feel better if you took this bat?
No. What am I going to do with a bat?
Just in case something comes at us again.
Yeah, like a trucker.
What?
The goblin monster had a hat. It was more of a cap.
Here, let's just go into the amphitheater. We can talk about our next steps and your level of involvement and, I don't know, the approval process for that involvement, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That might as well happen. And he'll just kind of stomp off toward the amphitheater.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Tara, do you remember to print the membership cards for D?
Guess I'm still working on designing them.
Okay.
But now in her head, she's actually thinking of the membership cards that she can.
Yeah.
They're very cute designs.
I want something that says I am fully involved and liable for all of our actions.
D is
Willingly.
like, I am.
Willingly.
D is definitely does not want to be part of the Scooby Gang.
So
And if he is, he's definitely Fred.
Well, yeah, that's
But importantly, reluctance does not remove admission to the Scooby Gang. Welcome to the team.
so with that, you make your way to the amphitheater and you start heading your way down the steps of the amphitheater. And from here, you can tell it's definitely a lantern. It's turned on its side, like it's been knocked over.
All right. What the fuck does that mean?
And the lump that's near it on the ground seems to be human-sized.
Oh,
Can we make out any features from here, from our distance, or
As you get closer, you can see that you can't see any kind of distinguishing marks at all. And it looks like they're draped in some sort of cloth.
I'm gonna stop roughly a bat's length away from the figure and then take Tara's bat and poke at it.
So, yeah, as you get that close, you can tell that whoever it is wearing a hooded cloak. So it's they're actually draped in the hooded cloak. So, and you poke it with a stick.
With a bat, but yes, poke it with a stick.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Do the
Make the
thing,
go.
yeah.
And as you do, you kind of push on what you're guessing, you're hoping is a shoulder type area, and and the figure rolls over a little bit, and as they do, the cloth kind of pulls away. You can see it's a young girl. She's got lots of small cuts and scrapes and scratches across her face, and she looks very familiar to you.
is that the girl who got yoinked?
That is the girl that has gone missing. Yes.
Oh,
Betsy Knox.
Yes.
As interested as I am in Betsy, I'm poignantly looking around for Evil Spider or something else at the moment because, yeah, that just seems more poignant for me at the moment.
Please go and make me a perception test.
heavens to Betsy.
I would rather you just said I didn't see anything.
You're welcome.
I don't want to see it coming. Just put me out.
18 with 4 stun points.
Nick really, 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 really wants to see the spider thing coming.
He only had himself to blame.
Wait, don't you get to add to that too?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So actually, it's a 21 with 4 stun points. And if that's not good enough, I can re-roll it for free if I don't pass the test.
Oh no. You see quite well. You see, as you've gone down into the amphitheater and are looking at Betsy, checking her out. You see that she's there. She's got the lantern and stuff. As you're looking around, you see what appears to be a you see what appears to be a large spider-like creature.
No.
Probably about 3 feet in size. Getting caved in by a baseball bat. The person caving in the creature with the baseball bat appears to be a girl wearing kind of dirty rags. And she's got large, oversized ears. You can see large, oversized, pale, luminescent eyes. She looks a lot like your friend that was wearing flannel and trucker hat.
Huh.
And she's she's caving in with a baseball bat, and in the other hand, she's like coming down with one arm, and you can see her smashing at the baseball bat. And the other hand, she looks like she's got one of those large, oversized Magnum flashlights that she's also hitting it with.
And how far away is this occurring?
You guys are actually. I can take you there.
Oh no.
Just like a prayer.
Sorry, I'm still learning all the new fancy little folder things that they do on Roll20 now. So
It creates more suspense. I'm more scared, actually.
yeah, you guys are at the main amphitheater area down there. And up at the top of the amphitheater, pretty much right behind where you guys came, like almost in your footsteps. It's the same exact path that you followed. You see the girl at the top of the steps.
Oh, go. That's fine. Fine. Fine.
Does it seem like she has noticed us as well?
Oh yeah. She seems to be very well aware of you, and it looks like she snuck up on the spider thing and is taking out the spider thing from behind.
Cool. Uh, D is going to make an attempt to close the distance between himself and Betsy and hoist her into a fireman's carry in order to head in the opposite direction of whatever that is.
Well, that would depend on your teammate letting you know it's there.
Oh yeah. That's I got get Betsy, and we need to go. We need to go now, and just apparently the trucker thing hates the spider thing too. I don't know, but we need to go. We need to get out of here right now.
So D will be like, what? And then look and then go, oh.
Awesome. So you look over and see the giant spider thingy,
And the goblin thingy and all the thingies.
which because these are the thingies that you haven't seen yet before.
Yeah, yep. I know.
So would you please do me a favor and make me
Sure.
entities alienation test?
15.
I'm losing my mind.
Awesome. So good news, bad news. Good news
Sure.
is that you don't you pass your test fine. Bad news is that means that the target number for a future test was going to go up by 1. So go ahead and add make a note of a +1 to that TN modifier for entities, so that next time the target number is going to go up for you.
Oh, super happy about that. And then he will proceed to close the distance between himself and Betsy.
Yeah.
Fireman's carry and get the hell out.
So you guys you grab a hold of Betsy, and as you're lifting Betsy up, the ghoul creature has spotted you, and it's like and calls out, whoa, wait, whoa, and you hear clank clank as they they put down the baseball bat, and they kind of they put their hands up.
terrible pause. But she will, like, pick up her own bat, keep a tight grip on it.
You let's just continue with the stupid. You can talk. Nickel, call
I
out.
can. I can. Not all of us can, but I can.
Who are
Agreed.
you? Look, I'm giving him some brownie points for bashing the spider. That's a big win in my book.
Fair.
We're going
Unless
to
the
cash
spider
these
was trying
chips
to be
in.
helpful.
Unless the spider also had feelings.
I hope it had feelings and felt every bit of that whack.
Fair.
Joyce? Joyce Kenaway?
Wait a minute. Wait.
The Joyce incident from last time.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Someone remembered.
She was
Yeah.
not
No,
a student. That went missing.
The Joyce situation.
Yeah.
But she disappeared 8 years ago.
they're all just getting sucked in.
What happened to you?
She still has her hands up. Can I? Because you guys are kind of like yelling out in the middle of
Yeah.
the amphitheater in the night. Can I? And she kind of like is kind of gesturing towards like the steps, like trying to gauge your reaction. Like, is it cool if I come down or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, just come down.
So she will
Nichols.
slowly make her way down the steps.
Nickel stand at the top of the steps, ineffectually protecting his friends behind him.
So she does still have a rather. She's dropped the baseball bat, but she does still have the big mag light flashlight. So
Strong punch probably take me out right about now. That's fine. What happened to you?
me, apparently family stuff.
Did you say family stuff?
I didn't. Yeah, family stuff.
What kind of family are you? What?
Well, apparently I'm. This runs in my family, and it was dormant until I came here, and then being here slowly made me transform into this.
You wouldn't happen to be related to Lissa, would you?
No.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
but she's coming. I can sense it. I can feel it, and I that's why I tried to come to warn you, and I just didn't know how you'd react because and she's kind of looks down at herself like because
Because you're part goblin?
technically ghoul.
Sure, that's better.
Not really, but I've had a little while to kind of adjust ish, sort of.
Have you been living on the school grounds this whole time?
Technically, over near the land, the property next door, the old mansion with the yeah.
How many of your kind are there? I mean, your family.
Well, I'm by myself, but there's others that are nearby. There's a small nest of them. They're a lot more feral than I am.
Yeah, I think we met one.
Yeah. Nick didn't beat up your boyfriend, did he?
have a boyfriend.
Oh, that's a yes.
But what were you saying about your family and Lisette?
Oh no, I apparently we're tied to the Dreamlands or something. It's confusing. I had a great aunt try to explain it to me, but she did a really bad job. But Lisette is just a different, bigger problem. She's sort of a ghost, but not really. They killed her apparently in the 20s, and her body didn't. They killed her, and her body died, but she didn't quite completely die. Somehow, she kind of haunts the school grounds, and now with all the traffic to and from the Dreamlands, it's making it easier for her to come back across.
So how do we make her not do that? Can we seal it somehow so more people don't go missing?
Try to seal it, or you can try to kill her, or you can try to bind her.
Well, while we're all talking about questions, do you have any idea what this says? And I'm gonna pull out the big slab.
That's a spirit board.
Oh,
Fancy spirit board, Ouija.
Luigi. No, I'm not Italian. I wouldn't know.
That's a Luigi board. That's something slightly different.
Okie dokie.
D is gonna
Mario!
adjust Betsy on his shoulder and be like,
She kind of grunts
Right.
a little bit, like she's still breathing and alive, but she's definitely.
so
She looks
she's
like
kind of
she's-
heavy.
Yeah, and you can see that she's got bruises and stuff on her, and like she's very much, she's still alive and still in whole piece, but she's definitely
Been through it.
Okay.
Okay, she's kind of
If-
heavy, and seems like maybe she might need some kind of a medical assistance. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll go do that.
If we get back to the let's up, can you just meet us back here tomorrow, and maybe we'll throw off the set for tonight if we can get back to the dorm, and she won't be as apt to attack us in the middle of a dorm.
yeah. I mean, if she does manage to come through, you can try to kill her, but I know it's really hard.
Well, you said something about binding her.
Yeah, I know that there's an old ritual that was in one of the books, but I think I searched the entire school grounds. It's not here. I can only imagine it. It's in town.
Like a black leather book.
Yeah, I mean, I know they had it at one point. It's what
You guys left that book there, didn't you?
More like it didn't want to come with us.
more like it was an echo of a real book.
Oh God. Too many
You're welcome.
layers.
All right,
Um,
and
Yeah, I know that GM Spacey. She's like, I know that Professor
The guy who drowned in his car.
O'Malley.
There you go.
Professor O'Malley, he used it to try to bind the broodmother. She was an elder ghoul, a very powerful creature who transformed into something even more hideous than a ghoul. She says that kind of like self-deprecating, kind of like looks down and shrugs her shoulder. And I would guess that you could probably use it, but it's nowhere on campus.
Well, not the real campus, at least. We did see the book in the Dreamlands.
And it does seem like the the only thing that's ever managed to hurt Lisette has been things kind of tied to her.
Look, I've seen enough horror movies. Where's her body? Maybe we can kill her with our own bones.
That's kind of metal.
I don't know. I can see if I can find out.
You look for that. We'll look for the book. We'll meet up tomorrow night. Let's all get somewhere safe to avoid Blissette if she's still coming.
It almost says, if on cue, rumble, thunder.
See, he agrees. So I'm going to
That's
listen to
annoying.
Jesus. It's time to go.
Yeah. You guys go back to your dorms. I'm gonna take her to the security office. And then he kind of turns and starts sprinting toward wherever the authorities are at night.
Do you want one of us to come with you?
Nope.
That's
Okay.
probably fair.
Text me when you get back to your dorm.
That's fair.
All right.
So D is running off with the unconscious student. Leaving, and that leaves a lantern behind.
I'll snag the lantern for no good reason.
How many
And
lanterns are there?
I mean,
What?
it's weird and it's there. I could see you taking it.
It's part of the 3 of the list that we had.
But my thought is we'll walk Tara back to her dorm first and make sure she gets in before Tobias and I head back to ours. Safety in numbers and all that.
I mean, it's not a school night. I mean, I think Tara should probably pack an overnight bag if we're gonna be this clustered. D can at least take care of himself on this side, but we're the 3 most fragile outside the dream lands.
Well, if we're going back to the dorms, I'm a little nervous about going back to sleep, but if we're not doing the ritual, it should just be regular sleep.
Yeah, but like you could bunk with us, make sure nothing grabs you while you're isolated and alone. I
My
mean,
roommate.
yeah. Yeah, you
And
got your roommate.
actually, I'm not sure I would be allowed to do that.
There, everyone's asleep. We could sneak in.
Yeah. I mean, Nick's
have
got a
my
gun,
roommate.
he's not allowed to do that.
So did Betsy.
That's true.
You're right.
And not to be that guy, but the last 2 people that were taken were girls. So I don't think you having a female roommate in the room, female dorms, and being on Lisette's watch list is gonna be any sort of protection.
Mm. I have no idea how this is going to work. I don't think I can just stay in the boys' dorm overnight.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
got a hoodie.
Watch, it'll be great. Come with us.
Yeah, there are people next door who do it like all the time, but they're so noisy throughout the night. It's just annoying. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Sure.
Back in the bus shenanigans. So with that, you're able to go and you go with Tara. Tara grabs a couple of things from her dorm room real quick and sneaks out. And you guys manage to sneak her into the boys' dorm.
Get to the room, and Nick is going to pass out because he did not get the uncomfortable sleepy dreamlands time sleep. So he is exhausted.
Cool. So tomorrow being Saturday, you're out. There's no classes. You're able to do so. This is basically your chance to do some follow-up looks, checks, research. Hunting for stuff.
I mean, is it a rule that it has to be nighttime for us to use the board?
No, but
We could use the board early morning after breakfast, try to scout some more info. Maybe talk to what's his face, see where he left the book.
Oh, and just to make sure, before Nick does pass out, he is going to text D several times until D says, "Stop it, I'm fine."
So I imagine that'll take hours because I expect that D is going to be questioned for hours about finding the missing person. So
Yes.
eventually he'll text you and say, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, there's lots of questions like where, how, when, you know.
So his basic story is we got off the bus, we dropped off our stuff, we were all headed back to our rooms. I was checking my phone because we're not allowed to have it on when we're on the trip and blah blah blah. So I was checking my phone and I kind of wasn't paying attention to where I was going and wandered in the wrong direction, heard something weird, went in that direction, found her and came here. And he's actually not going to say that he found her at the amphitheater. He's going to say like on the quad or something that makes sense to be a place that he sort of mistakenly veered off to while he was not paying attention.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and like they do grill you for quite a while. They of course, the campus does have, some medical staff, not like full end, high end or whatever, but they a little bit better than a, um, here's a Band-Aid,
Yeah. Better than what we could have provided.
but yeah, they do have a practitioner nurse on staff. So they call her, and of course they call the authorities. And so as you're leaving, or as they were grilling you, as you're leaving, you see that there are several cop cars parked out front and everything else.
Okay, you guys know where to find me if you need anything else. I'm gonna go pass out now. Bye.
They do send that. So as you go, they actually send an escort with you to your dorm room just to make sure,
Did I make it?
and then you badge in, and go up to your room.
And that's when I'll send the text to Nick. Betsy, fine. I'm exhausted. Good night.
Snore, snore, snore.
Or snore. Yeah.
Wow, he actually typed out snore, snore, snore 3 times. It's amazing. All right.
That was the little emoji. The ZZZ. Okay, cool. Next morning, a group of you wake up. You're hanging out in you're a little tired and grumpy and cranky. But 3 of you wake up in one dorm room. The other one of you wakes up by yourself. Your roommate has left already. By the time you wake up, is the plan to meet up, or are you guys gonna, like what is the battle plan?
I think D, when he wakes up, will send another text to Nick. I'm getting breakfast. Meet me for food.
At
All right.
breakfast we plan.
Looks good. Breakfast? Yeah, sounds great. Let's do that.
Pancakes and eggs and sausage and muffins and etc.
Now I'm hungry.
I want eggs and sausage and bacon, and I want it all wrapped up in a pancake, and I want it in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same. So we need the book. Because we need the book because that was the thing O'Malley tried to use before to bind the brood mother, so we need the instructions in it. So we should probably talk to Dominic. Because as far as I can guess, you would be the last person to know where that particular book was.
So as far as we know, Dominic stayed in the room when we left it, right?
He stayed on the other side, but yeah.
No, I mean, while we were in the Dreamlands, when we left the supply room, he stayed there because I don't
Yeah,
think he was with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's only place you've ever seen him was in that one room.
He's tied to the room, not the book.
Right.
So we need to go to that room then to talk to him.
I mean, the other question, and just so we, not saying we can't plan as for contingencies, but do we bind Lisette, or do we try and kill her, or
I think
Sure.
bind now, kill later is probably our best bet, because if we try to kill and we don't know what we're doing, we're gonna end up killed.
At least we know there's a way to bind from the book. Unless
yeah, it's just fine. Just trying to think of primary focus and secondary.
That's fair.
Dominic might have insight that we don't as well. So
We bind her, we got another 3 years to figure it out to kill her.
I mean, we can also look through the book your mom wrote about maybe ways to hurt her, or maybe even slow her down.
Oh,
Because you
Yeah.
said your book dealt with ghosts and all of that, right?
it did, but it's
You're-
more like classifications, not like a how-to guide.
so Dee's fork will stop halfway to his mouth and he'll go, "Your mother?"
Yeah. She wrote the book, she was the last generation of the Gatewatch, and here we are doing it again.
Okay, so you guys know that I wasn't actually with you, right?
To be
He
fair,
just
that
kind
was
of
real new
Dee just kind of
information
looks
for me
around at
too.
everybody like you know that I don't learn by osmosis, right?
Oh, well, right. Well, we found a book in the supply closet, and apparently Tobias's mother wrote it, and we also found out that she was in a previous version of the Gatewatch, which is this group that sometimes meets in the supply closet, but mostly is concerned with things that come from the Dreamlands.
Yeah. The group seemed to be the 20s, the 40s, the 60s, and us now.
Great. All caught up. And then he starts eating again.
We could also try the Ouija board. Talk to Dominic from one side, because we have to go there, but the book is only an echo of the real book. So
I
if we
thought
get,
that was what we were talking about.
oh yeah,
But like we should go
The-
to the room to do that.
oh definitely.
Yeah. So we use the board, we talk to Dominic. He hopefully tells us where the book is. We get the book, we meet with Joyce, we do some sort of magic stuff. And we bind Lisette, at least for a little bit.
Sounds like a good 1-2 plan.
All right.
So the plan is to go to the storeroom, workroom of the former Gatewatch with spirit board in tow. What could possibly go wrong?
Several
Everything.
parts of that plan.
All of it.
So, so is everyone partaking?
Yes.
Cool. Go in. You make your way. Like I said, Saturday morning. It's no problem. You can make your way over. You can set yourselves up. Brought some snacks. And yeah. And you are able to sit down with the spirit board. Will you please choose someone amongst your group to be the point person for this role.
Would Dreamland's knowledge help with this role?
Nope.
Okay.
I've got a decently high willpower. I could give it a shot since it's cultish.
So it will be an intelligence occultism role.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, if I just have Dreamlands, that doesn't like backwards apply to occultism in general. It's just that specific like element of it.
Yeah, it's a bonus on top of it. You basically have a bonus to your occultism if it's related to the Dreamlands.
Oh, but I still have regular occultism as knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you, Tara, then.
Yeah, I've got pretty decent in that. I got 2 in that and 3 in intelligence.
Yeah, you definitely take this then. Pass her the slab of speaking.
So
Slab.
you guys are all sitting in a circle around the board. You put the planchette on the board, put your hands on it, and go ahead and make me a roll.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. So, how would the focus apply then? Would it still be? It would just be the +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is 12 with 5 stun points.
Okay then.
But our fortune has reset by now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm not a 3 anymore.
This seems like a pretty important role. I am willing to spend 5 fortune to boost that up and then still have the stunt points. I'm just gonna have to be really cautious later.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can, I want to spend 5 fortune to change one of those die to, because I rolled 2 1s.
Okay.
Very
yeah.
impressively. So if I could change one of those to a 5. And then an exploration roll.
This would be. I'm kind of fudging a little bit. We'll go ahead and use Eldridge stunts for this.
Eldritch stunting. If I change that to a 5, then I would be at 16.
Which is a success, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because for the record, I made the target number 13 just because it just felt appropriate.
I don't know, man. That's never been a bad number ever.
Okay, just deciding what to do with these points. I guess mostly, what was the one I was just looking at? Bind the Unseen is probably helpful because I feel like I'll have an alienation test maybe coming up soon. And then just put the rest in maybe Swift Work if that would be helpful.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you feel the little tug. And this little planchette begins to slide around the board. So, what is a question you'd like to ask?
So I'm hoping we can connect with Dominic, and the question is, where is the black leather book used by Professor O'Malley?
Are we going to verify who we're talking to?
So wait, how many questions do I get? Because if I can, I guess the first question should be, is this Dominic? Or rather, what is your name? That's probably the more prudent question.
And with blinding speed, it actually slides across the table and spells out Dominic.
Oh, perfect.
And then it pulls for a second and spells out Elizabeth.
Are both of you there?
Yes.
Okay, even better. And then she'll ask where that book is.
Church.
Church.
And well, since I have them on the line at the moment, can this book be used to bind Lisette?
Yes.
Did you try to do that before?
Yes.
What went wrong?
Did she escape or did something go wrong?
Ghouls.
Sorry, what?
Ghouls.
As in ghouls? Those damn
Yes.
gobbies?
Yep.
They interrupted you?
Yes.
Is there a way to kill her?
Can Lisette be killed?
And when you say, is there a way to kill her, the planchette violently pulls to yes.
How?
How do we do it?
Axe.
Poetic answer.
I
Knife.
was
What did you say?
Knife.
The knife I had?
You still have it?
He's gonna check. Because he's like, that's the first time he's thought about that since it happened.
Yes.
Does D got to stab a ghost?
We need both of them?
Like a hammer and a nail.
Either. Both.
So if we know where the knife is, do they know where the axe is?
Yeah, where is the axe?
The last time I saw it, it was in my chest.
Yeah.
But that was the dream axe.
You hear something fall in the room.
Oh, that's never going to get less spooky.
It's another draft.
Turn around and possibly see an axe.
I heard you say that. My brain heard giraffe. So
Another giraffe.
no, I was just picturing a giraffe with a sheet with the little eyes cut out. This little ghost giraffe. Sorry, you totally killed the mood there. But yeah, it was too much of a visual I had. And
Only its neck
inflicted.
can pierce the veil.
Do you want to beat the scenario? Kill a giraffe in cold blood.
No, you don't see an axe sitting, out anywhere.
We'll look for it in a second. Do we have to be here or there to kill her? She's D is looking at Tara when he's asking these questions
I guess
because he's
yeah.
not
So Tara
sure
is like,
because he's not sure if they're answering him or if they're answering Tara when she repeats what he just said.
yeah, Tara isn't sure either.
Is an
But-
open forum.
She will ask, "Do we have to be in the Dreamlands to kill Lisette?"
It just spins in a circle.
Is that you saying you don't
Ghost.exe
know?
is loading.
I think that's the ghost way of shrugging.
Fair.
It's a ghost shrug.
It spells out when.
When?
Tonight, hopefully.
There.
So she'll like look up. So when they say there, I guess they mean our there. So here.
The waking world. It also means she's coming across.
That's good.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
maybe
it's
we
around
need to go and do it sooner. And he'll look at Tara, ask if we should do it sooner.
Yeah. Should we do it sooner? Can we?
Circles.
Processing.
Typing message. Okay. So we can kill her with the knife. We know where the book is. The book can maybe bind her if we don't get interrupted by ghouls.
I hate you all. I hate this school. I hate everything. Awesome.
Well,
They better put your name on the next building for at this rate.
That's true. You found the missing girl.
yeah.
Go to the school, they said. Join the team, they said. It'll be great, they said.
Well, I mean, you joined another team unexpectedly.
Extracurriculars.
Is there anything else I should ask?
Um, I don't remember. Did we ever find? We found the silver key got us into the dorm, and then we have the lantern. Oh, what do we use the lantern for? We found the lantern.
What does the lantern do? What do we use it for?
Opens the way.
Into the Dreamlands?
Into the church.
Circle, 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 circle.
Processing. Well, they can't tell us what they don't know. So
Right.
ask them if they have anything else pertinent to say, and let's get on this shit.
Last conversation they'll have in a minute.
It's until the next generation of Gatewatch arrives. Is there anything else you can tell us? We're going to start preparing things now.
We're all just waiting, like,
It just starts slowly spinning.
let's close this out and go to the church, I guess.
Get up and
Remember-
see what went thud.
They tore down the chest of the church.
Yeah, there's no church on school grounds.
Yeah, I forgot what's the thing called? Is the Rising Star, the new star, the old religion? Well, the new religion.
Church of the Starry Skies?
Wisdom.
Or Starry
Wisdom.
Wisdom, there you go.
Yes.
So there was a church and they tore it down, and that's their church. So it's got to be around those grounds.
Yes.
Which is where they built the amphitheater on top of.
So we take the lantern to the amphitheater. Maybe the door unlocks, and we work it from there.
Sure.
Tara will make sure to say goodbye before hanging up the call.
Not a movie theater phone call.
Even in the afterworld, good manners are always appreciated.
Nobody in the movie says "I love you" or "bye" after they finish a call.
This is and the little planchette moves to goodbye.
I hope you hear dial-up.
Right. So yes, the church building burned down.
Did something go thud when we asked about the axe? Like, get up and look around.
Yeah, it definitely did.
So go ahead and make me a perception searching check.
Searching, I'm not seeing. Okay. Straight 15.
Yeah, because like I said, this is a partial. It's got some couches and stuff in it, and an old school TV and stuff like that, and an old school video game system. But it's also got a bunch of storage crates and a bunch of books, and just a bunch of clutter in this room. It's a
Guys,
storage
look at
room.
this Atari. I found an axe.
Oh, wow, I found a copyright 64.
Copyrights. Love it. And you go hunting around over where you heard the thud, and you find a small cache of weapons. It's an old. There's a rapier. There's a cutlass. There is like a 1940s trench knife.
Okay, that seems interesting.
And there's a slightly rusty fire axe.
That's it. I'd know that axe anywhere. And then he just kind of rubs his chest.
Oh, it's heavy. All right.
And over near there also is, like I said, is a small wooden crate. This is a different small little. This is literally like a small little box. And inside of it, you open it up, and it's empty, but it has an indentation where the lantern would have sat.
We have the lantern, we have the axe, we have the knife.
We have a half-brained idea on how to do this. Yeah. So find a book
Cool,
and learn
sounds
the ritual.
great. Let's go.
So,
All right.
anyone going to make me an intelligence check?
We could all fail that together.
All go down together.
13. Lucky
Also
13.
13, but no stun points.
Tobias and I, same wavelength.
Happy 10.
So
Happy 10.
I will actually give it to 13 with 5 stun points. They mentioned church, and you've heard the term Church of the Story of Wisdom. There is no church on campus, but there is a church.
But there might be one in town. Yeah.
Because they moved it.
Yeah. So we're going to town.
I thought it was a theater too.
Maybe leave the axe.
Oh, okay.
No, we should take everything we need to. This is kind of. Once we get there, we're gonna have everything we need. And if something wants to fight us for the book, we're gonna need the axe.
We also have to go through town.
Yeah. So I don't think we want to go into town with a slightly rusty fire axe strapped to our backs.
I mean, you have sports bags, right? Like like you used to carry equipments and cleats. We could just use one of those.
Sure.
I'm kind of with Tobias. I don't want to leave it in case something terrible happens. But look, knock the dust off of one of the sheets, wrap it up, tie it, and go. See, it's a tripod.
See,
sling it over my back.
We're doing extra credit
That
in
is
town.
distinctly axe shaped.
Well, I just did a poor job of wrapping it that way, so it looks less axe shaped. It looks lumpy.
It's like when someone tries to wrap a golf club as a gift. You know it's a golf club.
Do you have golf club bags?
I have a Roman numeral in my name. Yes, of course I have a golf bag.
Wow. Look at this.
Damn.
Look at this wood club I got. This wooden tee has been in the family for generations.
So you want to walk around town with a golf bag?
Yeah.
Just
You match the look. We match the look. We're going to this private school. We got it.
sure, fine. We'll stop by my dorm and get my golf bag.
The plan is to sneak off into town to go to the Church of the Star of Wisdom to try to see if they have the book.
No, we're going to the golf course. They're gonna give us a day pass because we found the girl and we're friends with D.
If they don't like it, they get the axe.
Yeah.
I guess we get this. Are we getting this bag then?
Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to get the bag. You're able to run around, get into town, and get to the Church of Star of Wisdom. The Church of Star of Wisdom is a small, one-story, fairly plain-looking church. It's got whitewashed walls, small inset stained glass windows, single steeple. The main building has got a couple other buildings near it, but none of the other buildings actually connect to the chapel itself. The other buildings look like they're offices / housing and stuff like that. There's probably enough parking spots for about 50 cars, maybe. And it definitely is not. It's definitely seen better times, but it is not falling apart. It's just an old building, and it's not been renovated anytime soon. So,
No. Do we try the front door? Is that too bold?
Yeah, church, aren't they usually open for people to go in?
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, is there any vehicles in the parking lot at the moment?
there are a couple parked in the parking lot, but only a couple, and they're parked on the far end of the parking lot.
So, me as a player would like to know, so that I know if have all the facts straight. The Church of the Starry Wisdom is the church that the Gate Watch was a part of. Is that correct?
I think they were
It was-
cults they worship for the Dreamland, something along those lines.
Yeah, Lisette's great grandfather founded the Church of the Starry Wisdom.
Right. And hold on a second.
So we're almost literally walking into her house.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Lisette was looking for an artifact intended to.
She was looking for a lantern.
Yeah, this black metal lantern.
possibly the lantern in our possession currently?
Yeah, we came here for tradesies.
That was owned by first name unpronounceable, last name Mason.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have Josiah Mason. I don't know if that was the correct name.
Jebediah.
Shepherd.
I don't know. I wrote it down as starting with a Q. So
Oh.
No offense to any Jebediahs out there, but I've never known a Jebediah who isn't into religion.
with
Either
the light of Tosh.
Yeah. That's what I have here.
So does the lantern that we suddenly have in our possession resemble the lantern that Dominic described to us?
It sure does.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
probably a good
We
thing
probably
have a
should have
golf
asked
bag.
about that.
Now the part I'm torn on is right. Does the lantern only work at night? And a church based around stars probably doesn't worship during the day. So
Okay,
if we
but-
go in now, it'll probably be the safest time to go in, but I don't know if the lantern will work.
Okay, but see, here's the thing.
Hmm.
What are we gonna tell the people inside?
We came here to
Because
learn about
something
you.
tells me the cultists aren't gonna help us kill the thing that they're culting about.
And ask them if they're really to teach us about their star Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if there is someone in there, we can just.
So we're
Get
gonna
them
ask to
talking.
join the cult.
Yeah,
Well,
one of them talks to the priest, and the rest of us go to the bathroom safely.
We could just say it's for a research project for school.
Yeah.
It is not a cult. It's an alternative religion.
Yeah, so we're just gonna ask to join the cult.
I mean, we can ask. I can ask about the cult and say I'm doing a project on the old church, and maybe they can help with some of the information. And I'll stall.
Yeah,
In the
that
meantime,
works.
we've got a ghost lure, a ghost axe, a ghost knife, and a ghost trying to kill us.
We definitely should not tell the cult about the stuff that we have
Oh
that
no,
at
no,
some
no.
point probably belong to the cult.
No, we came here on your day pass, remember? And we're just doing part of our homework before we go home.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
We're going to hope it's going to go super smooth and everyone's asleep because they're all nocturnal.
Why don't the three of us go in and do the homework, and Tobias can go be the criminal that we all know he is?
There's no crime in my bones.
Yeah.
I think the plan's sound enough. We don't even know if the front door's open. Let's just try that first.
Sure.
Grab the handle and you pull the door creaks open.
Creaks.
Of course it creaks.
Why wouldn't it creak?
Okay.
Well,
Ladies
works.
first.
Tara steps in all quiet like.
Okay, Tara steps in quiet like. And
Nick's following behind.
The trick is to act like we're supposed to be here. Don't be shy.
okay. Two of the four of you have crossed the threshold and have not burst into flames. What do you do, D?
I'm holding the door open.
Tobias?
I'm in.
Okay.
And I will walk in and let the door close behind us.
We got a school reporter, an aspiring photographer. But and the guy who got us the day pass and their weird friend. Like, we have all the reason to be here.
So with that, you step into the church. It is a, like I said, it is a small single room church. You're at the back of the church. There's a small cove that you're standing in the foray. There's about 2.5 dozen pews in the church. A small altar at the top of the room, and seems quiet. There's a couple of candles and stuff lit. The whole room is kind of bathed in multicolored light from the stained glass windows.
So does it kind of look like any other, like, stereotypical small town church?
Small town, built in the 50s.
Okay.
Very utilitarian, very plain, very, very. It's even
like an 1890s schoolroom with pews in it.
Yeah, slightly, yeah. And that kind of that horrible mint green carpet left over from the 70s. You know exactly what carpet I'm referring to.
Tastes as good as it looks.
No, it doesn't.
So, and yeah, you're sitting in the chapel by yourself.
Can we lock the doors behind us?
No.
Well, that's
Are
concerning.
there any other doors other than the front door we just came in?
Possibly. From where you're standing, you don't see any of the doors, but there might be a couple near the front, the other end of the church. There's usually a couple. Traditionally, there are usually a couple doors. There's the main double doors at the front, and near the back of the church, or where the pews and the altar is. Past the pews where the altar is. There's usually a couple of doors on either side of that as well.
That lead to the priest's closet, essentially, and the probably an office of some kind.
Office and or an exit out to like a walk around to the grounds or whatever. But one thing that's notably missing is that there is an altar towards the front of the church, but there's no giant crucifix or cross or any kind of iconography. There's a stained glass window, but there's no specific,
Yeah.
Like, we don't see the symbol either, the one with the that circle of stars.
No.
So,
Are there like any hymn books or anything in the little racks in the pews?
they have
Any
a
of that kind
pamphlet
of
now.
stuff? As you look around to the entrance, there's a couple of small little. There's a small little metal stand with a bunch of pamphlets in it. Some of them are very generic. And there's a couple for like community bake sale, and flea market, and one of them is for a group that meets, once a month. It even has the big no questions, no, whatever asked, for you to come in and go. And then there are some hymnals in the pews, the back of the pews.
So, to go with the story that we're going to tell anyone who happens upon us, Dee will take any of the little pamphlets that look like they might have information about the church itself. And then he's going to go look at the hymnals.
Okay.
Just kind of flip through it.
So it's a plain black leather-bound hymnal. As you flip to the front, and inside there's a copyright of 1809. Doesn't seem like it's been changed, updated since then. By Starry Press. And the cover is embossed with the raised circle seal that you've seen elsewhere. these are little like small paperback sized, you know,
Anything
6
fun and
by 9.
exciting in the hymns?
As you flip through it, no, not really. I mean, it's a pretty standard, very, you know, plain. It'll take you a while to peruse through it, with any kind of any depth. But and as you're slowly making your way down the aisleway, you grab a couple of pews. As you grab one of the hymnals from the pew, you can kind of see that there's not a lot of them, but there's one kind of a couple, like 2 or 3 per seat. So the pews have seen better days. They're not bad, but they're obviously, there's only so much polish and puff you can put on something falling apart.
Yep.
And as you're about halfway in the middle of the church, one of the side doors in the front opens up, and in steps a gentleman wearing all black. He's wearing black slacks and a black button-up shirt. Looks like it's been starched to the inch of its life. The gentleman is Caucasian, and he looks like he's probably in his late 70s, early 80s. He's rather wispy and thin, but seems to be moving well for his age. Does not seem to have, is not using any kind of walker or cane or anything like that. And it seems to be moving at a pretty, decent click for someone of his age. And he was looks like he was looking at his phone when he walked in. And as he walks in, he's like, oh, and kind of clicks it and puts it away real quick. Well, welcome. How may I help you?
Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Walk right up to him and stick a hand out. We're students from the university nearby. My name's Nicholas.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Father Shepherd.
Great. Well, Father Shepherd,
Billy.
Yep.
we were doing some research about the school's history and noted where the church previously was moved from there and what happened. So we thought if we're going to kind of do some of the research, we might come see what used to be part of the grounds. And sorry, we knocked. I didn't hear anyone. So we kind of came in, didn't know if someone was in here and busy. And we're hoping maybe you could tell us some about the history or maybe show us around a little bit.
Certainly. With that, I'm going to need everyone to make me a perception seeing test.
Sure.
Not the knife in his robe.
16.
Okay.
12 was 3 stun points.
I saw nothing. I'm still looking at the hymns.
So,
I'm like,
unfortunately, this is a high target number. So, it was actually target number 15. So we did have one success. As Father Shepherd was introducing himself, he obviously was scanning the group of you, taking you all in. His eyes locked on Tobias, and he played it off really well, but you saw a moment of recognition there.
Gotcha.
who's carrying the golf bag?
You're the jock, right?
I am not carrying a golf bag around. Absolutely not.
Okay, well, I guess I'm the jockey.
There you go.
This thing's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, by all means, please have a seat. And he points to a couple of pews up in the front.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And as you shook his hand, he is obviously in good shape for someone of his age. Not unusually, but like you're guessing that this is a pastor who does marathons on the weekend.
He's spry for a really old guy.
I hope he's
Yeah,
just like ripped. Only wears
In
underwear
half?
under the cloth.
He's
No,
one of
that's
the
scary.
he's one of the weightlifters for Jesus. The ones with the prayers that rip phone books in half. But yeah, thank you, Father Shepherd. Do you mind? And like, I'll take out my camera and kind of hold it up. Is it okay if I take a picture too while we talk? I just didn't want to assume, without your permission.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll go up front and watch to see if he glances more towards Tobias, but see if I can keep focus with him and keep him talking.
So yeah, he's able to you're able to chit chat him for a little bit. He goes into some of the general history. He's very he talks a little bit about the church, but it's in very broad strokes and very like we do community outreach, but at no point does he actually go into what they really worship or what the but how they go that's community is a sense of community is important to them and how they watch out for each other and and have tough times and how they raise money for hurricane relief and just like good works in general feel good vibes but no specifics about anything um as far as that um he does mention that there you did mention the church at the school. He does confirm there was a non-denominational church on the school, which was used by some early members of this congregation, along with other congregations like the Lutherans and the Catholics and the blah blah blah. It was decided in the 50s that to move the religious services off campus, and we used to run buses to and from for the students who would like to go to our church or any of the other churches in the town. But over the years, that's kind of petered out and not as often anymore. Most of the younger folk aren't as interested in religion as they used to be. We do have a few still from the campus. That's kind
Ask me,
So-
would you go ahead, D?
I was just wondering how your beliefs and practices differ from the other, I don't know, I'm guessing 6 denominations in town.
well, it's mostly about you know um, acknowledging the origins of the world and that there are many forces in play and not just we don't hold much to the New Testament and things like that. So
Like, or what, like flat earther creationists or like polytheistic?
I
That's
guess
really
you
vague.
well we have we don't believe that we our current take on the universe is that there are many unknowns that need to be explored and discovered, that we only have a fraction of the knowledge of what our ancestors used to have as far as about the creation of the earth and the things that roamed the earth before man. And we um, we definitely don't hold to um, some of the more um, esoteric views of some of our brethren. But
Hey,
go ahead by all means.
Jonesy.
Mhm.
Can I text Tara real quick?
Sure.
I was like, hey, if I can get this guy's attention, do you think you could go into the back room?
Tara will text back. I was just waiting for an opportunity.
Okay. Is there something like nice on a stand or anything, Jonesy? like a decoration or like a painting or just any ornamentation.
There's some antique like candlesticks and stuff like that.
Well, can I be a stupid teenager, look at my phone and turn around and knock it over with the golf bag on my back?
Sure. Would you like to make me a deception check?
Ooh, yes. Got a 17 deception.
Wow.
Cool. So you managed to pull it off, but it makes it look like it's an accident. As you knock it off. Yep. He quickly gets up to try to help pick it up and make sure everything's okay.
And I will.
Dee's like, okay, this is why we can't take you anywhere. You're like a klutz. Why are you? And like making the scene bigger because it's any chance to rag on Tobias is all right by D.
I'm sorry, I was just getting back to the teachers, letting them know that we're still out here doing the project.
So, what are you going to be doing, Tara?
Tara will try to sneak off, sort of in the direction where Father Shepherd had come from, actually, if possible.
Okay. Cool.
Into that side area. I could make a dexterity roll, but I don't have stealth or anything as a focus.
By all means, go ahead and do that for me.
Lucky roll, let's go. It's not terrible. 15.
Okay. You go ahead and sneak off into the back area. No.
While while D is making things bigger and waving his hands around, move over to Tobias, kind of put a hand on his shoulder and just to scooch him back away from it. More so to get him out of hearing distance is the hope, but scooch him back and kind of whisper to Tobias, I think he recognizes you. Like, he seemed to know who you are. He goes, all right, yeah, just stay, give him a little bit of room, just put the bag down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, let me put the bag down. Is he focused on the candle thing or is he kind of wrapping up with that?
He's wrapping up with that.
Okay, well, I mean,
So,
honestly, I think that's better. If he's focused on me, let him be focused on me.
and so, Tara, you ducked into the back room, and you start glancing. It appears to be an office room. There's a couple of doors leading off this office room. The first thing you notice as you walk into the room is that you're not alone.
Oh.
There seems to be a young girl, probably close to your age, maybe a little older, and she's wearing what appears to be plain black long skirt, a kind of a white, very pressed, clean shirt, and she sees you and says, I believe this is what you've come for, and holds out a book.
Dang. I don't recognize this figure at all. Or
No.
Like, okay.
You don't recognize this girl at all.
Tara will she'll look at the book and then back at this other person and just say, I was looking for the washroom.
Sure you were. And points back to the door behind you.
But, well, so long as you're handing out books, could I perhaps take a look at that? We're doing a research project. Sorry, I just didn't get your name.
That's correct.
She's trying to switch it to reporter mode.
Stab her in the kidney, Tara.
But yeah, she's like I said, she holds out the book that you're looking for to you.
Tara will slowly and cautiously reach for the book and take it if
Yeah.
this person lets her.
Yeah, she does.
Thanks. I
Thanks, unknown weirdo.
Can I ask what your part in all this is? What are you doing here?
Oh, I work here.
And how do you like it? Is it a nice place?
Yes. It's treated me and my family very well.
Oh dear.
But I believe your friends are waiting for you.
Sure they are.
And she crosses her arms, like, you know.
And Tara will just start to back out of the room, just keeping an eye on this person as she backs away.
So you back out of the room and make your way back in. And with that, you step back in the room. The candle bit's all been cleaned up and everything else. And with that, Father Shepard stands up and says, is looking at Tobias and saying,
Harumping.
and you guys are trying to like keep him busy, and he's like, and as you step out back in the room, you go to rejoin your friends, and you hear a girl's voice call out, "They've got what they've come for, Father." And you hear, and he kind of adjusts his shirt a little bit. He's like, "Very well. Was there anything else that you'd like to tell me, Mr. Crane?"
You should definitely just let us keep doing what we're doing, and it was nice meeting you. I'm gonna sit up from the pew with the back.
I believe so.
Oh.
I hope things work out better for you than they did for your mother.
What do you know about that?
I know a lot about what's going on. If you would have just asked instead of trying to play charades for the last 20 minutes.
Well, how we're supposed to know that you guys aren't associated with Lisette, this, that, the third?
And Lisette is was a slightly unhinged woman. And dabbled in
Now she's
things.
a completely unhinged ghost.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And she was trying her best to resurrect Keziah Mason.
I told you it was a weird name.
Wasn't it cute at all?
The infamous Witch of Arkham.
Why?
Hour, I believe.
So, the huge then?
Well, more about understanding and the nature of the universe, and she believed that Keziah could teach her things that no one else could teach her. We did not want. We felt the church felt it was in the best interest for Keziah to stay right where she is, which is not an R plane.
Wait.
That seems like a good plan.
But if that's what you want too, then can you help us?
We can offer some assistance.
At least that's a relief. We thought we were surrounded by nut jobs, but you guys actually believe the stuff you're talking about. It's just one of your guys went rogue and this is what happened.
I'm definitely surrounded by nut jobs. And he kind of looks at all of his friends.
Click.
Yeah, that part's true. Look, we're trying to prevent this thing that you don't want to happen either. If you could tell us anything about how this ritual is supposed to work, or maybe how we can protect ourselves during it?
Well, depends on where and when and how you do it, but ritual is designed to work under the light of the full moon, which will make it very difficult for you to do now.
Yeah, I
And,
don't think we can wait.
Can we do something about that moon?
Yeah, what's the moon phase tonight, by chance?
Full.
Hey.
So
Well,
she it will require a means to access the threshold. So some sort of ritual artifact which we do not own or possess, which is why we have not been able to do it ourselves.
like the Ouija board.
A spirit board could be useful in calling her attention and acting as a tether so you can hold her there to perform the ritual, but that alone it would not be enough.
Talking about the lantern.
Oh yeah.
Oh, your mic might be acting up, Wiki.
Cool.
You're audible, but you sound like you're far away.
Yep.
Brought to you by.
Alicia said, we're talking about the lantern.
Oh no, they've taken Wiki.
Hello.
Nope,
I can
still
hear
far
her
away.
voice.
You sound like you've been lost in the dreamlands.
I feel like I've been lost in the dreamlands.
Hey,
Not a
there
bit.
you are.
It's-
You're back.
Got a wiki at the threshold.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We do know that there are several of her thralls that stalk the school grounds out towards the woods. We have never been able to find the warrens for them, but the minute you begin the ritual, they'll be called to you.
Yeah, we ran
I
into
mean-
one.
Couldn't Joyce help us with that?
Maybe old Father Pumping Iron here could probably help a little too.
I mean, there's no reason we can't do the ritual here tonight if they allow it.
I mean,
It would work better on campus, though.
don't we want to do it on the
theater.
stage where
Yeah.
where everything seems to happen?
Yeah, the stage of life. We have to go back.
There's symbols and everything were. I mean, there were several symbols there already. So,
Yeah.
and the campus is the thinner threshold, if I understood it correctly.
Correct.
I mean, if we're trusting the church here, Father, maybe you could help, at least help with the ghouls if they show up.
I might be able to talk to some of the congregation and see what assistance we might be able to provide.
Didn't Joyce tell us where the
With-
Her, she tells
ghouls were
where
nesting?
she tells where her warren was, not the other ones.
yeah.
She's staying in the old mansion on the outskirts of but she's not part of the ones that is in league with the Broodmother.
Okay, I thought she mentioned their general vicinity when she said that, but I didn't write it down, so maybe she didn't.
I can be wrong. I don't think she did, but
No, I think she's just said her people are in the mansion and the other ones are around.
which Nick will add since we're apparently trusting the church. If you encounter the ghouls, if one says her name is Joyce, she's in control of her faculties, so she could help.
Maybe don't smash her head in, I think is what we're saying.
You know, do what we can.
I'm sure most people will be surprised when the ghoul says, "Hi, my name is Joyce," versus it would be a good start.
Hi, my name is Joyce, and I'm here to eat your face.
Yeah, she's pretty good with a baseball bat too. So.
So we've got everything we've need. We got the lantern, we've got the axe, we've got the book, and I guess we have some church members that will hopefully help us when we ride up at midnight on the full moon.
Well, let's get to the amphitheater, figure out how we perform the ritual, and get it ready before nightfall.
I mean, somebody's got to read the unknowable knowledge in the book.
That's I figure we can start there and be ready for when we have to start it.
And I do like
Not it.
Read the book.
Oh, I mean,
He's
I
like,
was,
notes goes.
I was gonna call it, but if you want to do that,
Tara's over here. Oh yeah, last to get it. Oh, oh no. Oh.
Can't
seem
find
to
my
find
face.
What's worse than volunteering for something is when nobody else wants it.
3 people go boop. Tara's over there voguing. Just
I guess we have a plan.
Plan
Dun, dun.
2.
So,
Yay.
so Tara, would you like to make me an intelligence occultism roll
Yes, I would.
as you slip into montage scene?
This, I don't know if this is enough, but that's a 14.
Yay, that is enough.
Ooh.
Just barely, but it's enough. So you were able to read through and parse through and decipher the majority of the text. In the tome, along with the other stuff you've read before, you basically, this is what you know. There's a ritual in there for binding her. It is I wrote this down. Bind the memory. Fenden e memoria. And it can be used to attempt to bind her. It is a rather complicated ritual, and it has to be performed under the light of the full moon. You need some way of communicating with spirits from beyond, and
Check.
and you need some way to access the other world.
Check.
Check.
And you need a and you need to perform you basically need a casting area. You basically need to consecrate a casting area. So you basically need some
Stage.
so
Check.
you need an area. You need to perform and inscribe some ritual key symbols of binding. That basically is a dexterity check. And if you've got any kind of artistic focus, that would be the focus to apply for that. There are some caveats to this ritual. This ritual roll, if you're trying to use it against something unwilling or indirectly unwilling, it can it can basically act as a siren call for other things in the area. And the other thing that you in the book also contains some references to physical manifestations and partial manifestations of ghosts and things from beyond the veil. And one of the things that basically refers to the fact that if there are things that resonate with them strongly in life, they can be used against them in the current state. The reason the axe will work is because she possessed the student in the 70s long enough
When
to
he-
basically
yeah.
to be tethered to him still, and therefore it can be used against her. The ritual dagger itself is a ritual dagger. It is probably from like the 1400s, and it's been used for lots of things over the years.
Now it's going to be
Well,
used to stab a ghost.
leave it to your imagination what those are. But yes, that's why the dagger and the axe would have worked. And based on everything you dig through based on what you're seeing and the fact that the storm that was brewing slowly last night, the dark clouds have been building and building all day. It's always been a low rumbling of thunder, but there's never been any lightning and rain yet. And as evening approaches, a heavy, thick fog and marine layer is coming in off the Kingsport Bay and going so far inland that it's a rare sight that goes this far inland, and it's engulfing the campus area itself.
Cool. Let's get this party started.
So with that, the ritual can take place. And from what the description of the book says, is the ritual can take place under the light of the moon. It doesn't say anything about like it have to be midnight. It doesn't have to be 2 a.m. the wishing hour or anything like that. It does seem and indicate that there are certain times that would be more appropriate or not appropriate, beneficial to cast it. One of them being midnight, one of them being the witching hour, 3 a.m. So, but depending on how that goes, she might actually make it across by then. So
Okay then.
So I'll leave that up to you.
I think as soon as we see the moon, we do it.
Moonrise tonight is at 8 o'clock.
8:15, we do it.
Everybody gets a pee break. We can go.
So with that, 8 o'clock rolls around. You guys all gather. You've had your appropriate caffeine and or foodage and stuff, and you are on the stage of life as it was. This is the Tully the theater kid adventure. So with that, I'm actually going to ask everyone to roll for initiative just in case, for no reason at
Yay.
all.
It could
Yeah,
happen.
none whatsoever.
It could happen to us.
Wait, is there an initiative button?
Yep, that's in the dexterity line.
Yeah, to the right of Dex.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, because in this game, technically, it's a dexterity test. It's just like another dexterity test. We just called out the initiative. So
Oh, I forgot to click my token first. Oh, I can't click my token. I can click everyone else's token.
so bizarre. All right, I can add people real quick. So and Nick got a 12, right? Tara's on there. D got a 9.
Yep. I rolled like crap.
Let's got a 12. And Tara got a 12 as well. And then we've got Tobias with a 17.
Yeah, 4 stump points if it matters.
Unfortunately, yeah. This is
That's right, Tobias.
reaction.
Waste the good rolls.
Yeah, unfortunately this is a kind of a reactionary roll, and those don't generate stump points.
That's fine. I'm 1 off max. I'm ready to run.
Cool. So, so yeah, it's a little after 8 as you begin to start the ritual. Like I said, the fog is rolling in really thickly at this point. It's only 8, but it feels like almost like it's midnight. It just feels that kind of dark and quiet, and the fog is so thick it actually sounds like it's muting sound. It kind of has that weird echoey effect, and things just seem to be kind of really muffled.
All right. Who
D,
has the axe? Who has the
yeah.
knife? Who has the lantern?
I think I've got the lantern. I'm
All
up
right,
with there with Tara.
Yeah, I
Nick
think
has the lantern. Tara's got the book.
Yeah, Tara's probably going to be focused on casting more than fighting.
Yeah, Tara, and the thing is, like the other Eldritch working that we had come up in the campaign, these can be cast from the book. You don't need to. It's not like fantasy RPG stuff where you have to have the spells and memorized and stuff like that. In this game, you can cast it from the book. With that,
You must read the book.
the dangerous text, as we refer to them.
Tobias, you want the knife or the axe?
I'm gonna look at my arm. I think I'll take the knife.
Okay. I guess it's me and the axe again.
Oh no.
Ask me no questions.
It's like poetry.
It rhymes.
Did I split her in half this time?
So with that, I'm going to need Nicholas.
Mhm.
Could you go ahead and make me a intelligence check?
Oh yeah, sure. 11 3 stump points. Probably doesn't get it.
Cool.
Oh no.
Will you please also make me an alienation test?
Oh no.
All day long.
Phenomena.
Do-do-do.
16, but I have a TN mod of 1.
Cool. Yeah. So so you see it on that as well. Cool. With that, as you go and break out the lantern and getting it all set, it doesn't as you fight with it and play with it, it's not lit, and so you fight with it to play with it to get it to light, and it does light up, and so you are able to activate it. But when you does, it kind of lets out this kind of quiet, slightly remorseful kind of moan, like oh, like cry, like it's in pain. As you do, and it lights up this weird, like I said, it gives off this kind of silvery light as opposed to like a pure white light, and it spreads out. So
It's gonna
You
set that
hurt
back
the
down.
lantern's feelings with that bad touch.
So it is actually an artifact. So artifacts, when you trigger them in Cthulhu, they can cause weirdness. So
Absolutely. You raise my phenomena TN again.
yes.
Done.
So yes, and with that, you have engaged the lantern so you can begin the ritual. Will you please go ahead and make me for the first stage of the ritual, you need to do a dexterity check. Like I said, if you have any kind of artistic expression or anything like that, you can add that as well. If you have that appropriate focus, as you basically begin to chalk out the patterns of the sigils and glyphs that you need to activate this rite.
Who's doing that?
Whoever wants to do that.
I've got 2 decks, but no focus.
I got 3 dexterity. I guess if I need to do an artistic thing, I do also have improvision as talent, so
Which lets you add to it as if you had the focus, right?
yep.
Nice.
That's pretty darn good.
So should I roll my dex? Is that what we're saying?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
You have the best chance.
Okay.
He has secretly been an artist this whole time.
That's an 18 with 3 stun points.
Sweet.
That's without any extra bonuses.
That's with the occult.
So yeah, that is definitely a success. So this is going to be another challenge test. So there's a success threshold you have to meet or beat to trigger the effect, and so that adds 3 points towards it. But this also is and you did succeed, so you can. I will give you the option of using the stunt points to either trigger a stunt or add additional successes to the threshold.
Oh, add additional successes.
I thought that might be like I want to do.
That's D, the Xerox Morris, baby.
So with that, D surprises all of you and goes, "Give me that," and starts tracing the chalk pattern as it's described in the book. And with that, I need perception hearing tests from all of you.
I'm real busy. I got a 13 total.
I got a 14 total.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
I got a 13, 3 stun points.
Awesome. So all of you hear some kind of ruckus or noise, but those who got 13 or better, you can make out more detail. So Nicholas, what you hear basically is someone yelling in the distance, or sounds like kind of some commotion, some animals, some yellings, or whatever. The rest of you can actually make out it's much more like a howl, like a predatory animal kind of screechy howl sound. And
Oh Lord, they coming.
And Tobias, with your 3 stunt points, you definitely can. Not only do you hear what everyone else hears, but you can actually make out. It sounds like about like a half a dozen or so distinct people joining that howl, or creatures or whatever joining that howl.
Oh God. I'm gonna get on the stage with Tara and Nick because I don't want to be on the ground when they come.
We started
Awesome.
a howler, y'all.
Awesome. With that, D is added to the ritual. Nicholas is okay. So we've got Tobias and we've got Tara left. What would you like to do, Tobias?
To add to the ritual?
Or just in general, like, is there anything specific that you want to do, or are you just going to be on guard?
I think I'll just be on guard. Really, there's not.
Okay.
You can set out the spirit board because we need to have it ready too.
That's true. I'll crack out the spirit board.
And as Yeah, as D was making the pattern on the ground, there's a spot that D has drawn like a circular pattern in setting inside a ring, where the spirit board would fit perfectly within that. You
Ooh.
set it down, and as you set it down, the planchette on it begins to move, circling around the board.
Hey, it's loading.
Loading.
It's
So-
definitely plug and play.
So with that, Tara, would you like to begin the first chants and mutterings that you need to do to call forth the
Absolutely.
Horrible entity.
Nah, we got this. Tara loves to read.
evil Latin?
Okay, so what would I
So
roll?
yeah, so this would be the rituals used an artistic check and also used a for the first part. You can either roll communications test, or you can roll a occult intelligence occult test.
Oh, okay. Occult's a safer bet.
Do you have a focus for that one?
I have a focus for communication under expression, but it's not going to be as high as like my intelligence plus my occultism.
Oh, cool, because that wasn't very high.
So
What I could do? Oh no, it costs double to increase the stunt die, right?
Yeah.
yes,
I could still spend some fortune to increase one of the die values.
Maybe
I mean,
take that.
if I spend 3, then I go up by 1 and I get 1 stunt point, but I don't know if 12 is enough to succeed.
It's suspicious. We're gonna have to fight something if the ritual goes wrong anyway, so I don't know how low you want to get.
You know, I'm really hoping that Joyce and the people from the Church of Story Wisdom are gonna have some sort of big damn hero moment and arrive soon.
Yeah, but that's like 2 people, and I heard like 6 people coming, so that's at least one of them gets through, you know.
There.
I expect a big damn backstabbing moment myself. So
Dang it. Yeah, I'm at 17 right now. I don't know if I should spend like another 3 at this rate.
17's great.
so do you want to leave it at the 11 that you got?
So stressful. You know what? It's let's risk it.
Yeah.
I am going to. If I get up to 12 total with 1 stunt point, would that be enough to pass the check? I'm sorry. I
No.
didn't. No. Okay. Um.
Let the book drain you.
I mean, that kind of does make sense for Tara. She's just kind of vibing with this whole scenario, and this is actually really important. So yeah, you know what? Let's do the spend.
She's crazy.
I'm just not
risk
sure.
it for the biscuit.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit. I'm just not sure how much I would need to spend to succeed on this roll. If I spent like 4 and changed the 2 to a 4, so I went up by. Oh no, then I'd only go up by 2, so I'd be at 13.
I'm gonna bet you need at least a 15.
Wow, those are rough numbers, Calvin. Oh my god.
They really are. Okay, so the best I can do is spending 6 points to change the 2 to a 6. I'll go up by 4, and I'll have a result of 15. But I don't have any stunt points. I'm willing to
The occult check needs a 13 or less or higher.
Oh, okay.
13. Okay. Then I will spend 4 change the 2 to a 4, and then I'll go up by 2 points, and then that'll be a total of 13, but no stun points. I am feeling good.
Cool. So, so everyone went around the first round, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Coolness. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
So, I am going to need. It is now round 2. Tobias gets to go first. If you wish to do anything, if not, you can always put yourself on, standby.
I don't know what the ritual requires. I don't want to mess with anything, so I will be on standby.
Okay. The other piece of it would be a communications test.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I can do a communications. I'm decent at communications, and I get a reroll. Sure.
Is there a specific focus that you have that you might want to try apply?
I have deception. I don't know how I would deceive her to coming. She's already coming. Doesn't make too much sense.
I mean, if you want, we can try and go through my photos real quickly and get you a focus for this test.
Yeah, sure. Show me what's in the family album.
Actually, it's a good one. So we'll go through some of the pictures we've got, of some of the rituals done, and from the Gate Watch, and even ones where occasionally there's one that had his mom in it, and see if I can maybe work out, ritualism and communication that his mom and remind him of a latent talent that he didn't realize his mom was teaching him. Maybe your nursery rhyme was really an Eldritch, hymn song. Who knows?
Oh yeah. The password was my childhood nursery rhyme the whole time.
Exactly. So
The eldritch things we met along the way.
my bendy was called Nyarlathotep. Ooh, 14 with 2 stun points. And what stunts for Eldritch?
So this is gonna basically for the remainder of the scene, you have the equivalent of etiquette, which is getting basically the proper intonations and stuff to call. Is basically using the spirit board to try to call her a fraction of her here. So with that, as he's showing you the pictures and stuff, it succeeds. But the freaky one was the one where he flips the picture of the chapel in town that you were just at, and you see a picture of the good shepherd, Father Shepherd, younger Father Shepherd, and your mom standing in the church.
He's wearing a crop top. He still has all those abs.
I bet
So.
Father Shepherd's your father daddy.
I don't want to think about that. Let's
So with
Father.
that, yeah.
We'll see if I have to pay for it. Oh God, I'm fine. All right.
You have not failed a price test this entire campaign. That makes me sad. Oh. But you did trigger 2 stunt points on your casting, so that's your ESP.
So I think we'll say I dumped it into the price check and then I blew it all the way out of the water.
Okay, cool. No worries. So yes, so for the remainder of the scene, you basically have etiquette, Tobias. So which is the focus you need for the communications test for this ritual. There's the proper bargaining and trafficking with entities from beyond. So would you go ahead and make me a communications test?
Yes,
Trying my
Eldridge Miss
best.
Manners.
That's a 14.
Yeah, 16 gives you get the focus now too.
Oh, that's a 16 with the focus.
Awesome. And that gives you 10. That gives you 3 more towards the threshold that you need to succeed. Cool. And that brings us to Tara, what would you like to do, Tara?
All right, let's try to be better at reading this book. There's a good roll. 18 for occultism.
Jesus Christ.
And you got 4 more to that threshold. You guys are rocking it out the water. So cool. And with that, you're chanting along. The planchette is spinning faster. Is definitely thundering and lightning now. The lightning has kind of a sickly green tint to it. That's nothing absolutely wrong with that at all.
Nope, perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. D, what would you like to do?
Is there anything left to do for the ritual?
Not this round.
Okay, then I'm going to just take up position, like a protective position around the area and prepare to chop.
So make me a perception test, please.
Sure. 10.
Cool. And I'm giving you a circumstance bonus because you're basically spending your action to be on alert. So you're basically I'm going to use you're on alert to give you basically a bonus to your defense and a bonus to your check right now. So that will actually be a 12, which is all you needed to see that there's something skulking on the top of the amphitheater and on its way down towards you.
All right, I will holler out, "We're not alone."
With that, I'm just going to take you to and then that brings us to the top of the round.
Can I look up with comedic timing to see if it lands on my face?
Oh, it's not there yet.
Okay.
It's gonna love it on its initiative. So you can look up to see that that you see that there's a creature, a ghoul near the top of the amphitheater. Who would like to come down and say hello to his little friends?
Yeah, it's Joyce. She came. She made it.
That would be nice.
Joyce, no.
So so Tobias, yes, you're able to look up to the top of the amphitheater and you can see a ghoul, and it is definitely not Joyce.
Okay. I don't have the skill to land this dagger throw.
Do not throw the dagger. I need that.
I have the
But
weapon to kill the ghost.
But I'm scared. I have a skill called, well, I have a talent called misdirection.
Okay.
Can I do a distraction stunt? Oh no, I have to take an action, then get stunt points, and then use it on distraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will turn on the blinding light on my phone, and I will chuck it as hard as I can at the bat person.
Cool. Nicholas, what would you like to do?
I've done about all I can do to help with the ritual directly. So continue doing stupid things. Fish out the pistol that we took.
Oh, that's right.
Step in front of.
Who the hell gave you a gun?
I'm just the only one that thought to pick it up.
The
My
homecoming
mom.
queen.
But make sure, like, position myself in front of Tara and Tobias so they're behind me, and just being I got this, just get it done. And I guess aim at the ghoul for right now.
Okay. So you're
but-
just aiming?
Ye-
Which is
They
fine.
didn't-
That was more of just a clarifying question than that was
Yes. So I'll call out Joyce, is that you? But also, I know you said it wasn't, but it's raining and terrible, and who knows. But from our one interaction, they weren't super fast. So if he comes down this ramp, I might have time to fire off a shot before he gets on the stage. So yeah, we'll aim for right now.
Okay, cool. The aiming action won't give you +2 to attack rolls. That's why I was asking. So
It's more, I
Really
think I
was
might
D
have a
that
round.
said, who gave you a gun?
Well, if you're a better shot, you can have it.
There's a reason I purposely didn't pick up a gun.
Well, when one of those things tries to eat you alive, you kind of grab one. I did manage to knock one out, though.
Cool. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
cool.
It's fine.
So it is. Tara, would you like to? You would like to continue casting the ritual?
Yep. Let's get over that finish line with a super awesome roll of. Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
Damn. That is a 22 total with 6
Whoa.
stuck points.
That is a success. I will say that is a success. Yes.
You got it by one. Good job.
So yeah, you got 6 stunt points you can spend on Eldritch Stunts.
Okay. Do I need any of them to, or was the roll itself enough of a success to?
Oh yeah. You got a 22.
Okay. Just making sure.
Additional
Dang.
degrees of success. All the degrees.
Yeah, yeah. You've
I think you should spend some of those points in Unbowed because it sounds like you might need it.
Yes. I was looking at Unbowed and what was the other one? Bind the Unseen. So I get a +1 on the alienation test.
cool.
Because again, I feel like I'm an idiot.
Cool. So yeah. That was a 12. And my goal gets to go. Boom. Nicole comes barreling down the steps. And we'll be reaching the stage next round. D, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna continue to prep myself. I'm not going down there. It can come up here. Plus, my friend has a gun, and I don't trust my friend with that gun, so I'm gonna stay behind them.
The most surprising thing, Dee called me her friend. Nobody thinks his friend.
I will scan the rest, keep scanning because I know where that one is. Keep scanning for the other 5 to show up.
Awesome. What could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely everything.
Brings us to the top of the round. And above the spirit board, the planchette spinning around in a whirlwind, and it's actually kind of lifting up and off the platform every once in a while and tipping back down. A cylindrical column of swirling mist starts manifesting, and it starts taking on shape and form. It looks a lot like Lisette. It's not quite solidified, but it is starting to manifest there. And with that, she seems to be coalescing and cackling like a madwoman.
That seems fine.
What could possibly go wrong? So that was her action. Why keep doing this tonight? It's changing the number on my Ghouls initiative. So that was Lisette. Tobias, what would you like to do?
Is the ghoul still there?
Yeah, the ghoul has run down the steps and is at near the amphitheater.
Yeah, I'll attack the ghoul.
Mhm.
By
You're gonna run down there?
no, I'm gonna chuck my phone at it as hard as I can.
Okay.
So that'll be Dex, right?
That's going to be an accuracy test.
Okay. Accuracy. Oh boy. I sure do love rolling raw. I sure do love rolling raw. Got a 10.
Unfortunately, a 10 is well. Let me confirm. So I'd say I don't believe 10 is a high enough, but I'm just gonna not second guess myself and confirm with the good old compendium, as my note said otherwise. Yes, that is correct. It is not unfortunately not high enough to hit the goal.
No, I lost my phone.
I don't think your insurance covers that.
Get out of here, you stupid goblin.
You didn't
So-
lose it, you threw it.
You're right, I see it over there. That's
Terrible.
actually pretty off.
Tara, what would you like to do?
Can I don't know if I'm gonna be helpful in a ghoul fight, but can I tell if this ritual is actually working in the way we intended? Because Lisette
Yes.
is finding this a lot funnier than I expected.
Well, she's also a mad and crazy woman.
Yeah,
so.
she's insane.
Yeah, it could be, 6 of one, half dozen of the others.
She's an eldritch witch, so yeah.
Everything's funny to her.
He's Coco for Cuckoo Pops and went, I'm going to get you, my pretties. And we went, hey, we're over here.
Yeah. Yeah, is there a way that I can tell if this is actually working properly, or have we been tricked into doing something entirely different?
It seems, based on what you read, it seems legit. So,
You asking if we've been backstabbed?
Re-stabbed.
Did Father Daddy double cross us?
Shepherd.
Yeah, did Crunches for Christ put us up for crucifixion?
But what about Joyce? Joyce was cool. Cool adjacent. I'm not sure what else I could do at the moment then.
You can continue the ritual.
Continue the ritual.
Oh, then yeah.
'Cause you haven't completed it yet.
Oh, I thought the last
Nope.
roll was...
No.
Ooh.
It was really good, and you got a big chunk of it. But yeah,
More successes.
Okay. Well, there. That's a 17 total with 4 more stunt points.
awesome. As you continue chanting, Lisette lets out a wail and a howl and seems very pissed at you right now.
Less happy, more
That's what I was looking
not
for.
happy.
My ghoul. Actually,
Here, goody, 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 goody.
I hope he sounds like Goldberg Goffrey.
No.
Did you just say that with your mouth hole?
I hope he sounds like that. He does this with his hands all the time.
so. Oh, actually, I dropped your tokens on the board because I realized we didn't have your tokens in the amphitheater. But
Gotcha.
Yay!
Ghoul comes running up. Because you were holding and aiming and everything, I will actually say that. Oh wait. How did I? And now Nicholas is not on my initiative tracker. What the?
He's been taken.
He
Gone.
disappeared. He disappeared last turn, actually.
It might have been after moving scenes.
Tara, what did you do? He was right there.
Um,
He had the gun.
No.
Ghosts hate guns. It's their natural enemy.
Yeah.
I never got the chance to tell him I really like his pictures.
He's a passable photographer.
What was your initiative?
It was 12, I think, same as
Yeah.
Tara. Which Tara's not on there either.
She is for me.
Oh, weird. But yeah, Tara and I both had 12.
So, Nicholas, what would you like to do? Because you get a chance to pop one off as far as the goal's coming up,
Yeah.
if you want.
Fine.
Shoot it.
Bang.
So go ahead and make me a accuracy test.
Roll for gun.
I believe the phrase is "I love rolling raw."
Oh,
Oh.
should have awarded Jimmy, my boy. That's terrible.
And that shot goes wide. You're not a marksman, and you're definitely not used to shooting ghouls. So
He's like, who gave you a gun?
the answer to that
Nobody.
question is
Do you want it?
Homecoming Queen. So the goal, you shoot at the goal. No luck, no dice.
That was a warning shot. The next one's on purpose.
So you're near the front of the group. Who else is with you near the front of the group? I just kind of threw you guys on there haphazardly, but I'm assuming that
I actually
farthest in the back is Tara.
yeah,
So,
I mean
yeah.
that actually looks fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dee and I were kind of taking up the front, and Tobias came up to throw his phone, so that looks about right.
Yeah, looks
So-
about right.
Did as much
So-
damage as your bullet.
It's true. True.
It's true, but mine scared him. Yours confused him. It's psychological warfare.
So to be in a sense of fairness, Nicholas,
Yeah,
odds
take it
or
on the chin.
evens? Odds
Take
or
it on the
evens?
chin. I stepped up front. It's fine. I knew it was a bad idea, and I went, I'm going to protect my friends. Just go for it. I'll take them both.
So what is your defense?
11.
So defense is 11.
Out of.
Oh. And so I do manage to bite you.
Who bites people?
This guy.
Well, he's gonna claw at you.
That's funnier than you bite, but like,
He's gonna claw at you for 6 points.
ow.
Now, if you do have a toughness rating, you can subtract the toughness rating from that.
Okay, so I take 6. Got it.
Okay, cool. So that was the goal's turn. D, what would you like to do?
I'd like to make that ghoul not be here anymore. So I will run up next to
Is that a goal?
yep, and take an axe swipe at him.
So axes, because of what they are, they use a fighting test as opposed to an accuracy test. So if
Okay.
you want to go ahead and be a fighting check.
All right. Can I use my improvision here to add the
I would say yes. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
It's cool.
so that would make it a 15 with 4 stunt points.
That is such a
Oh god.
such a hit. So that's gonna be 4 combat stunt points.
All right.
And the default for a fire axe is a 2d6 damage.
All right. Do, 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 do. How many stunt points did I say I had?
4.
4.
4. Okay. Maybe.
So hear me out.
Uh-huh.
You can spend 4 summon points on Seize the Initiative, which makes you go first next turn. you're at the end of the turn, so you will go immediately after this and smack him again.
I mean, I could do that. I was just going to use Mighty Blow.
Also very good. Just throwing out options.
I could also make it a headshot for a called shot.
All these things sound great.
You said it was 2d6 normally?
Yes.
All right. You know what? Let's seize the initiative. Let's do that.
Okay.
So I'll roll these and then try again. Oop. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. Hold on. Boop. So 4.
Okay. And what's your strength?
Strength is 2.
6 points total. Minuses any toughness or armor he might have. Oh, tough armor in this case he has. Cool. He is still up.
Let's see if we can remedy that situation.
But you now have a initiative of 16, meaning that you go
Cool.
first. And it's your go again. What would you like to do?
I'd like to attempt to hit him with the axe again. 16 no stun points.
Okay, cool.
So I assume that hits again.
Yes, it's gonna be another 2d6.
That would be 12 total.
So how do you kill the skull?
So the first blow kind of glances across his shoulder, and then I'm like, okay, adjust your aim. And then the second swipe just takes the head clean off.
Cool. And so yeah, you just straight off the body, off the head. So with that,
and there's a whole bunch of this is fine, this is fine, yep, this is fine, this is fine.
so next up would be Lisette. Lisette attempts to strike Terra with some eldritch energies, and I rolled it like a rock, so which is not cool, but whatever.
But whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. My big bad guy, and I rolled I rolled a 4. So that brings it down to Tobias. What would Tobias like to do?
I guess I'll try to stab at Lisette if she's more tangible now.
Yep, she definitely seems more tangible now.
Okay. Let's see if I can give her an iron supplement. I assume just fighting, right?
You're using the
ritual dagger.
Yes.
Chop chop. I don't think that's a good chop. That is a terrible chop by me.
It's unfortunately not gonna succeed. No.
You're still a little too wispy.
So that was Tobias. Tara, what would you like to do? I got a feeling I know what you're gonna do. But, yeah.
Continuing this ritual.
I mean, you are hardcore focused, so.
Yeah, she like barely. I mean, I don't know if she would even move that far out of the way of the attack that Lisette had made, but she is just very into what she's doing here.
I think it's cooler if you barely even registered that it happened.
She's just like too into the book. That is a total of 14.
With 6 more stunt points.
Yes.
So bringing the success threshold for the ritual to 30, which is the target number you need to complete the ritual.
Ooh.
So with that, you utter the final phrases of the ritual, and as there's a thunderclap and a lightning strike almost right on top of you, um, uh, you actually see the ghostly image of Lisette get grabbed by inky black tendrils from the shadows below the board. They literally kind of reach out around the edges of the spirit board and wrap her up and bind her. And as they do, she lets out a screech and a yell and a wail. And there's the audible throom. It's basically kind of like an air wave gets shockwave sends out from her. And as you feel that hit you, it kind of staggers you a little bit. It's not strong enough to knock you over, but enough to you can actually physically feel the shockwave of air hit you as it collapses in on itself. She's no more, at least not visible anymore.
Dace got his axe. He's like, "Is that it?
We did it.
I
Did
think
we do it?
That it?"
she's bound. So that's it for now.
And with that, you look up and see another ghoul bounding up at the top, coming up to hit the top of the amphitheater. And as it begins to lunge down to run down the stairs, you hear a gunshot go off, and the ghoul just gonna get shot, and you see debris fly out of its head as it hits the ground and kind of rolls down the steps.
Blow the smoke from the barrel.
Thanks, Father Daddy.
Tara is probably just kind of left sort of standing there, maybe a little shocked at all of this happening, but with the book still open, and she sort of tightens her grip on it. She might not give this book back.
His axe.
We did it. We saved the town.
And with that, kind of go into obviously slip out of action mode. The Father Shepherd will ask you for the book back. Now that he's loaned you the book, and for your purposes and need, he would like the book back. It is church property after all.
Perhaps spend some time with it. I would really like to know more about just what we're dealing with here. I mean, the threshold on campus is thinner. This book has the exact sort of knowledge I want to know, and I mean, the Dreamlands themselves, I feel a connection to them, and this is the first time it's made sense.
And understandable, my child. And you're more than welcome to swing by the church at whenever you'd like.
Join the cult. Join the cult. Join the cult.
There is
Do it, Tara.
great amount of hesitation before she hands the book back, but she does say, maybe I will.
And is there anything? And then he'll take the book and go to leave. Is there anything else that people would like to say or do at that particular moment before he leaves?
I don't know. Let him leave. I think maybe we should take this stuff back to the storage room.
Yeah, lock it up. Let's label it.
As the group of you wrap up you grab the lantern and turn it off, and you grab the spirit board and stuff, and making your way back towards the secret storeroom that you use. You see what appears to be several unmarked sedans pull up, and gentlemen wearing black suits and ties proceeding to make their way across campus. And you're able to hide out in the storeroom, and within a matter of hours, you can spy out through the doors and the windows and stuff. You see a couple of them walk by with black bags that are about 6 feet long,
Yeah. Cool.
and they quietly gather up ghoul remains.
It's the Ghoul Collection Agency. Isn't that
And-
nice?
And these unmarked, not government at all, vehicles drive away quickly within 30 minutes. They've come through, done a sweep of the campus, and have left. No indication that they were over here. No crime scene tape, no little crime scene markers, and that kind of stuff. It was very much a grab and bag. And you guys proceed to go back to go to your dorm rooms to the rest of the night. The weekend's kind of quiet, it's kind of surreal. Obviously, rumors start spreading rapidly of Betsy's return. Rumors start spreading rapidly of rival school prank, and which led to an altercation and gunshot. People heard gunshots on campus, but they're chalking up to rival school and rivalry, and during the next several months, next several weeks, you will hear there will be several unmarked vehicles on campus, just quietly, and people that aren't teachers but aren't faculty, but are being, whenever anyone asks about it, they are visiting faculty, and on campus. And after a couple of weeks, they're less and less and less of them. And of those couple of weeks, each one of you will get a personalized invitation to attend services at the Church of the Starry Wisdom.
Join the cult. Join the cult.
Yeah, in the course of that time, Tara definitely will take them up on that invitation.
You scared me. I thought that was real.
So, with that, was there any epilogues that you'd like to add to your characters as we wrap up our final episode of our show?
I mean, I think D is has a new backup career in mind. Must be one of those dudes in the black suit.
She wants to be a cleanup. They want to be a part of the cleanup crew.
Yep.
There will be at least one weekend night when Nick's gonna wander out and maybe make his way to an adjoining house on the outskirts of the school and see if maybe he can catch up with Joyce and hopefully not die, but he's curious and kind of wants to thank her for her help and maybe make a friend with an evil ghoul that hopefully won't eat him.
Cool.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything that I can that has my mother associated with it and document it, and then mail it to my dad.
Cool.
So just make a copy of everything that she's related to. See if that stirs up anything.
Yeah, and as you make documentations and you kind of send messages and stuff to your father, you will find out that you're someone identifying themselves as Uncle Albert. That's very much quotes around the uncle, and the letter even will have quotes around the uncle, Albert. But Issa will tell you a little bit more about your mother. Your mother was a gifted and brilliant scholar, along with her devoted, loving mother and wife. But unfortunately, during their youth, he and your mother and a few of their other friends stumbled into some rather questionable people, referred to themselves as the Seeker of Akadath. the Seekers of Keta, which are a cult that's obsessed with the Dreamlands. And he's following up some leads, but it seems that the cult has become active again recently, and that could be why your mother has vanished. And will do his best to keep you informed.
Cool. I'll forward that to Tara.
And that's very much a nod to the Dream Quest of Unknown Keta. So, and Tara, are you going to join the cult?
Tara's gonna join the cult.
She will visit the Church of Starry Wisdom very regularly and learn as much as she can from them about the Dreamlands. And every night she will just take more and more steps further and further to try and cross the threshold herself without need of the ritual if she can.
Yep, totally can do that. So awesome, cool. Well, with that, I would like to thank my amazing crew for joining me on this little expedition into the unknown. I had a good time. So a couple of little nods and Easter eggs I put in there, just for you guys to know. Father Shepard, I snagged the name out, Shepard, because it's Malcolm Shepard was the lead developer, one of the lead developers in Cthulhu Awakens. So I needed the last name, so he became the evil priest. So yay! Or
evil,
questionable priest.
Yes, the priest of questionableness.
Cthulhu Awakens does allow for people with what they call unnatural legacies and I forget the exact inhuman legacy, which basically means you can be part eldritch thing. Usually it's reserved for like deep ones and stuff from like Innsmouth, but I asked for playable ghouls, and so Malcolm added playable ghouls to the game. So I wanted to include a ghoul as a PC, or as a nod to that, because I thought it was cool. But was there any burning question that you didn't get an answer to, that you were like, you don't have to go into too much, but I just want to give you a chance if there's something that you really wanted to know that I wasn't clear on, I didn't give an answer for.
What was the floating tower about?
That was going to be a location where you could have found portal into the deeper dreaming. You basically would have been able to find Betsy that way.
Gotcha.
That was one of the options. There was a couple different options for where and how to find Betsy. So one of the other options was there's a the Church of Starry Wisdom is from Haunter in the Dark, and so basically, and Keziah Mason's from Dreams of Witch House.
Why was Elizabeth so pissed?
She was the first victim.
Oh, okay.
she was the witch's first victim, and she was actually ritualistically sacrificed. So.
Oh, sounds like fun.
So
that'll do it.
With this very knife.
So she was the one who yanked the planchette to yes, you can kill her, and axe was hers. Those were her answers. Like axe, kill her now. Yes.
Yeah. But certainly didn't feel like Dominic.
So cool. Well, with that, thank you for tuning in, viewers, and thank you or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, my advice to all the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications, etc. I think I hit them all. With that, the channel will be back on Wednesdays for the October, November, December for holiday one shots. The first couple being spooky ones, and then we go into more festive, funner, lighter fare.
Lighter tone.
At least in theory. So other than that, Cthulhu Awakens is currently on sale on DriveThruRPG, greenrunning.com, and on Roll20, 20% off for for Halloween. So yay! Other than that, was there anything else? Any closing remarks anyone would like to make?
There is a Twitch thing going on that I wanted to mention. If you subscribe to the channel while it is live, oh, I just lost it, but I believe you get some number of months of Discord Nitro if you do subscribe on Twitch for a live channel until the end of October.
Very cool.
I don't have it in front of me, but it popped up when I first opened Twitch. So if you do that, you might see it.
Awesome. No, that's cool. I did not know that. Anything else? And do us a favor and check out Calvin's channel on YouTube.
Oh, yes, the Win with Dice channel on YouTube. If you want to see some gaming streams or some tabletop RPG podcasts, please check out the Win with Dice channel. We've actually talked about the Kane RPG quite a bit recently. So if you're curious about that game that's come out recently from the same designer behind Lancer, definitely check that out.
Awesome.
I'm so good at promoting its own stuff.
So,
Incredible.
awesome. Well, with that, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in again, and have a wonderful night, and take care and play some games.
Awkward Calvin wave.